Hello and welcome to Playoff Sunday. It's the Clash of Clans World Championships third qualifier. 8 clans entered into this qualifier and we are now down to just 4. The golden ticket to the World Finals will be claimed today and one clan will go forward to compete for the $1 million prize pool. My name is Banks and I'm your desk host, and joining me on the desk we have Woody and Judo Sloth.
The hype is real, Banks! 8 teams have entered and half have been slashed apart, eviscerated by some of the toughest competition we have ever seen in a qualifier, Judo.
Absolutely. If we continue how we left off yesterday, we are in for one wild ride. 11 Original coming up against Nishan Dance. What a start we have, Banks.
We do indeed. So let's take a quick look at today's playoff bracket. Judo, it's almost impossible to call this one today, so does any team shine in particular for you?
I think it's really difficult. Nishan Dance have been incredible so far, but 11 Originals win yesterday has to put them in good stead here.
And Woody, we have a very special show match today. Take us through who we have taking part.
That's right. We've got Vatang, the team that qualified last month for the World Finals, going up against the ESL Masters Spain champions, Resistance. It is going to be an amazing show of some of the most talented clashers who couldn't make it to this qualifier here today.
We are indeed. So today consists entirely of elimination matches. No second chances, no lower brackets. Who will be able to cope with the pressure of the main stage? Time will tell. But before we crack on with the first war, let's hear some predictions from Eric.
All right, guys, it's time to make some predictions for this upcoming match. We've got Nishan Dance versus 11 Original. Now, Nishan Dance has been making waves across the Clash competitive scene for quite a while now. We know exactly what they're capable of. They're very, very strong on offense. Their base building is top tier, and we know that they could go all the way. But 11 Original has just taken down the Queen Walkers, and if you would have asked me yesterday, I would have said Queen Walkers all the way to the finals and get that golden ticket. But after 11 Original got that huge hit against them and took them down, I really feel like 11 Original has the potential to climb out of that lower bracket and take down Nishan Dance and get the win here. So guys, back to you at the desk.
Nishan Dance have had a smooth ride to this point, displaying how prepared they were for this qualifier for sure. If you bring your A game, it only takes 4 wins to claim that golden ticket. So, Judo, how do you feel about a pure victory win into this qualifier?
Well, it certainly could be on the cards for Nishan Dance. They have done what they needed to do. They've came up against a couple of tough opponents and they have beaten them very comfortably. But now against 11 Original, I feel they will really be tested.
And Woody, are you particularly fired up for this one?
Oh, you know I am, Banks. 11 Original have been on a comeback tear ever since getting knocked down to the lower bracket on a super close match. They've got the fire in their hearts and they won't take this one without swinging back.
Well, these two clans have had very different journeys to this point, and they will be tested right now. But this is Clash of Clans Esports. Anything can happen. It's time for our first semi-final. It's Nishan Dance, and they're going to be going up against 11 Original.
This has perhaps been one of the most volatile months in Clash of Clans World Championship qualifier history. Teams that we thought were going to come out far and ahead falling apart, and the underdogs proving to us that any given month can be the ascendancy of a new champion.
Absolutely. We still have 4 very strong teams, and I know how much this one means to 11 Original. They got to the semi-finals last month, so this is the position that they got to, and they will want to be moving to the final. It is Eve Calais kicking us off, who was the final attacker for them yesterday. Let's see if he can pull this one off, Woody.
11 Original fell in the group stage on Friday, but from the lower bracket defeated the team that went up against them, the Queen Walkers. And even though the Queen Walkers got 13 stars and 94.6%, 11 Original were still able to come out over the top and far above that. It's going to be a difficult run for Nishan Dance. Expect the winner of this war to have at least 13 stars, Judo. Eve Kala starting off with that reliable Queen Walk in the top corner. That first town hall going down will get the single star. Remember, 50% comes with the second star, but it takes all buildings to go down to get that coveted 3-star so desperately needed for the win.
It certainly does, and Eve Calais has a pretty good start here. He is really struggling with that single target Inferno, though has to use a couple of freeze spells, but he will finally get there. He knew there was a black bomb in that area. He was consistently sending in balloons, also trying to distract the single target Inferno, and as much as he has spent an entire minute getting to this area, Woody, he is about to take down the Town Hall.
That single target Inferno completely negated and the Town Hall obliterated. Eve Kala has done his duty with this first strike, but two menacing targets still remain for this Archer Queen. Scatter shots on the left and right side, and Kala is losing a lot of health on his Queen really fast, forced to take that down super quickly with that Queen ability, and will continue the charge along the right corner of this base. Miners and Hog Riders, the hybrid of death, are moving in, but the Clan Castle has popped out and they're starting to fire away. Need that poison spell fast to finish them off.
Oh, and the Archer Queen has came across to this area as well, Woody. A bold move by Eve Calais, using his rage spells to keep the Archer Queen alive, but she did not go for the second scatter shot. That could really tear things apart here as the Hog Riders come in from the siege barracks, but he is really falling short. The Archer Queen goes down. Royal Champion is trying to help out, but he does have a lot of base left to take down here.
Bold move there, holding on to that Royal Champion ability deep into this attack. Must have a clear target in mind for it. Eve Kala hasn't made it yet to that last scatter shot, and that is going to be the crucial defense that he'll have to take out. Still, he's got a lot of wizards. Oh no! The wizards suffer a massive giant bomb explosion, and any more small bit of damage will be able to take them out. One by one, the cannon pops them down. Hopefully there's not any more bombs in this last compartment, Judo.
Hopefully not. They also have to get through a storage, Woody, which is huge on hit points before they get to the scatter shot. They are getting incredibly close, but time will also be the factor here. 98% is one fantastic attack, but it is not enough for the 3 stars for Eve Calais.
Eve Calais thrusts the knife deep into the belly of the beast and twists it, but that twist of fate left him just hanging short. 2% deny him the 3-star on that attack, and Nishong Dance will live to fight another day. Lei Feng will be their next attacker. It's a Yeti smash army with 2 witches to provide a little more oomph as they go deep into the 3rd minute, looking for a long haul victory here.
Well, Li Fang did use the Yetis in his opening match against HT Family, getting the 3 stars as well. And if he can pull it off here, as good as Eve Calais' attack was, 11 Original will trail after the first attack, starting with the Grand Warden Walk, but deploys the Yetis relatively early. Just a little bit of a funnel getting set up here, Woody. And he also has the King and Witches for the right-hand side of the base.
Very brave move by Lei Feng. You gotta wonder if that Warden Walk was as much value as he was hoping for, but when there's so many attacks that come down to the last few seconds, deploying those troops a little early is great, but wow, that was a compartment of death up top. Tornado Trap spinning those troops around and a giant bomb exploding right in their faces, forcing out an early Warden ability here that Lei Feng may not have planned on having to use that early.
Well, the 2 scatter shots were there, so he must have predicted that there would have been a lot of damage, but I am surprised that we have not seen the Battle Blimp as of yet. Maybe he is waiting to try and take the Town Hall with the Archer Queen, and that looks like the plan. She is getting awfully close and holds onto the ability. Battle Blimp for the left-hand side of the base. Hold your horses here, Woody. This could indeed turn around to be a 3-star.
A terrifying army storms out of the clan castle and forces the poison spell. It's ticking away, but look out for that Inferno Dragon. It can heat up really fast. Popped down with no problem at all by an Archer Queen who was able to tear through those enemy archers lickety split. Lei Feng has lost all healers on this squad, and so these heroes are going to have to do their best with what they've got left. Barbarian King takes a few stabs. Can he get the Archer Queen down? Yes, he does. Lei Feng is left without any teeth, and he is trying to take a big bite out of too much of a base left. Muffin from 11 Original will hold on with his defenses here. Looks like we're going to get into the mid-80s, maybe even higher with some additional cleanup along the outer edge. Lei Feng's not done yet. He still has 2 party wizards and a baby dragon. That's some mighty damage, but the Tesla farm in the bottom will probably be too much to manage.
Yes, if the Archer Tower was out of range of the Grand Warden. Obviously, it does have that longer range than the Tesla and the cannon. The Grand Warden might have been able to snipe a bunch of these defenses, and you can see how close it is coming with 30 seconds, plenty of time since we started the Grand Warden walk early, and we are still holding on to the Baby Dragon and the Wizard. 3 stars off the cards now, but waiting for the perfect moment to deploy them. Wait a second, we actually do have some Yeti Mites in the basket, Woody. I might have spoke too soon anyway.
Well, they'll pop out and target onto enemy defenses, but a cannon and several Teslas, a bomb tower stacked on top is just too much to handle. Still, Leifang went farther than I expected, and you got to give him a commendation for that. A 2-star 95% will tiptoe closer to the standard set by 11 original.
Yes, exactly. 2 very high 2-star attacks there. Starting off solid, you know, nothing to kind of write home about, but also nothing to be sniffed at. 2 extremely high 90% 2 stars, Judo.
Absolutely, and I think a very important thing moving into a high-pressure war as of this is to make sure you get your confidence in, you settle into the attacks, and you don't lose it right off the bat by making a huge mistake. And on that one, we did see a early Grand Warden ability to just make sure we got through the dangerous defenses in the center, but it didn't pay off for the 3 stars, Woody.
You know, Banks, I would definitely be happy to write home about a 2-star 98% against an 11 original base, but I get your meaning. It takes a 3-star to win this war. Eve Mark will be the next up to take a crack at it, coming back with another hybrid army. He's got 5 healers for that long walk to begin with. It looks like it's starting off in the top corner. Oh, interesting move here. He's going to deploy the battle blimp to start with, going for that single target Inferno. It'll burn up and pop out right ahead of it and be able to take out everything in that top compartment really early on.
Yes, beautiful timing to pop the battle blimp because you get crash damage from that siege machine as well. So he also got a lot of damage onto the single and the Expo, and that helped him take it down incredibly fast. And now the Archer Queen is all set to walk down towards the left-hand side of the base. Eve Mark has pulled in 2 3 stars this tournament with the lightning spells into Lava Loon. Let's see how he manages with this hybrid attack, Woody.
Cracks through an open compartment, and what a base identification by Eve Mark. Sees an easy stab at an enemy Archer Queen and the Eagle Artillery, and he is not throwing away his shot. Fires away, and before the Eagle can even activate, will take it down.
Beautiful, that she dropped onto the enemy queen and took her down. It was very close there, but he does reap the reward of taking out the Eagle, the Queen, now onto the clan castle. And look at that beautiful Hog Rider to take out the Archer Tower that was onto the healers. Top move there by Eve Mark.
Super heads up play, and even though that Inferno Tower is firing away at the Archer Queen, it's set to multi. It's no threat at all for such a beefy hero with an incredible level of support from those heroes as well. Staying safe out back, not worried too much about splash damage, but oh, a couple of red bombs pop and that'll take one of the healers apart. Eve Mark is losing a little bit of his force over on the left side, but I think he still has enough to keep this going the distance, Judo.
He certainly does, and he has a beautiful funnel set up for the Hog Riders and the Miners. The King took out the Tesla farm, waited patiently before deploying the troops, and they are now going to beeline into the center here where the Town Hall is. But I do notice 2 scattershot at the back of the base, Woody. He needs to hold on to his spells for them defenses.
Fearsome foes indeed. Did he wait a little bit too patiently? He's got less than a minute left now. It's still a third of the base remains. He is really playing it tightly this time right now. Mark is going to spread out his troops along the interior of the base, hoping to maximize damage as he tears through these buildings. But those scatter shots are firing away. They are the key defense that you have to worry about anytime you bring a big spread out army like Hogs and Miners. Royal Champion doing her best to stab through. She gets the first one down, but it's all left to the heroes now, and only 20 seconds left to finish it off, Judo.
Yes, it will still be a high percentage. Looks like we will get into the 90% again, so a brilliant upkeep here by Eve Mark, keeping the percentage high for 11 original, keeping the pressure on Nishan Dance, but it does give them that opportunity. If you are not putting the 3 stars on the scoreboard, then you could easily lose a war at this high level.
Marvelous mastication by Mark, chewing up and spitting out 92% of that base. 11 Original is now exactly tied with Nishong Dance in terms of destruction percentage overall. We'll have to see if Nishong can keep that momentum rolling. It'll take another 2-star 95% just to hold water against an 11 Original squad that's overflowing like a tsunami of death. The next attacker will be Su from Nishong Dance.
Well, let's see if he can pull this one off using the lightning spells to start off with the dragons. We knew this was going to be a tight and exciting war, Woody, and irrespective of 3 stars, this one is super close.
Su has yet to get a 3-star for his team. He pulled off a 2-star 97% in his first attack, though, so maybe he has got the right base identified this time. Mass Drag is going to be his.
Well, it looks like the lightning spells have taken out the scatter shot in the center of the base, managed to get some damage onto the Archer Queen as well. And this is brilliant to allow the Battle Blimp into the top area of the base, taking out the single, and the Yetis will take the Archer Queen as well. They just miss her. Very, very unfortunate there. As the dragons continue to come from the right-hand side of the base, we have the Grand Warden in there as well. A quick deployment of the dragons flying into the base with the heroes on the right-hand side to maintain the funnel. As the dragons come to the Town Hall, the Grand Warden's ability is popped to get through that. First star secured, and we push on forward through the Archer Queen towards the Eagle Artillery. And these dragons do not look like stopping anytime soon.
One more rage spell left for Su as he makes his way to the back end of the base, passing the 2-star mark, and will find those key defenses that he's waited so long to tear through. Dragons taking Seeking Air Mines on the bottom, though, and that Archer Queen doesn't have much left to say about this base. She's taking shots from the cannon and is down.
He keeps the dragons moving forward, and the Clan Castle troops do him a favor by pulling the dragons in next to the air defense. If he can take the air defense down, the Royal Champion might be able to finish off the base. Here she comes from the top area of the base. She still has her ability. With the free spell being used, the air defense is picking off all of the troops. Royal Champion needs to come through and finish this one off.
Lost his Grand Warden, and that's going to be another big hit to Su's offenses here. Uses that Royal Champion shield and takes down several Teslas. 2 dragons left on the bottom side of the base, and fortunately for Su, he's got a lot of time left. Still a minute to tear through, only 13%. Tears apart the Inferno Tower, and that's going to be it. There's no defenses left. It's just a cleanup problem now.
92% and climbing with 45 seconds. We could expect this to be the 3-star. The red air bomb is not enough to take out the dragon. The party wizard has stepped in. There is no place for a trap there, so the party wizard can take out the storage. The dragon is on the builder hut, and just like that, Nishong Dance will be taking the lead here in this war. What an explosive start by both of these teams, Banks.
What an amazing start. Literally such high-level Clash of Clans we are witnessing right now. The first triple has been put on the board, and that right there is something to write home about, because that is what you're going to need to be able to secure the victory to go through into the last stage of the qualifiers, the final, later today, Woody.
With not but a single wizard and a goblin left in his army, Su has done the unimaginable. A perfect calculation of the offensive strength required to defeat this base and tearing it apart with just a sliver of hit points left. But that's all that matters. If you tear the whole base up, you get the 3 stars and are able to go home happy. 11 Original have to send Lewis in now to try to even the score.
Well, this is a good choice, in my opinion, by 11 Original. Lewis has managed to get 3 of his attacks used with the Yeti Smash. 2 of them, in fact, were 3 stars, and when they really needed it. So if they get the 3-star here, they make sure to keep the pressure on Nishong Dance.
Warden Walk is a bit of a slow start, but remember, you can get a lot of buildings taken out with those long-range shots. He's brought the Yeti Smash combo this time, 6 apiece of them in the boulders. That's actually quite a bit heavily leaning toward the Yetis. Interestingly, he's also brought a couple of Giants here. Don't usually see those big orange-bearded fellas, but might have a key defense in mind over in the corner, maybe a mortar or something to finish those off early on and avoid the splash damage, which can cause some problems long-term for a ground-based army like this.
Yes, we can often see the Giants used to distract splash damage, like you said, particularly on the back end of the base. This is a very bold Grand Warden walk as he jumps through walls towards the Town Hall, but I'm not sure that Lewis is going to be going all the way from the to the Town Hall, but he has set up a brilliant funnel here. Here comes the Yetis, and with the jump spells, he can get pretty much all of the way through the base, Woody.
A ferocious force stacked on the right side, and the Barbarian King will dodge out of that single target Inferno. He's been heated up quite a bit, but he'll continue pathing along the outer edge, trying to get some more trash buildings and prevent them from funneling toward the outside. Lewis from 11 Original has a jump spell in tow after the one he's already dropped. He's creating a massive crater of destruction on GYY's base. Sends in the Battle Blimp, and that'll activate the Town Hall, looking to get his first star on this attack. There it is.
Beautiful play, because he used the jump spell to make sure not to allow the Yetis in towards that middle compartment, keep them moving up to the north to take the scatter shot, move on around to the Eagle and the second scatter shot, and had the Battle Blimp for the Town Hall. But now things are starting to go south. His Yetis in the center are going down, and it might not be enough for 11 Original.
Royal Champion Shield comes out, tears apart that top compartment. Perfect timing there from her. Will miss the Wizard Tower up top, and the Eagle Artillery has just been hammering away at these troops for so long. But one abominable snowman has made it onto that Eagle, forcing his way through. The Yeti is out of Yeti mites in his basket, but he will give it the hug of death nonetheless. A Grand Warden on the outside without any troops that he's supporting is still firing away with his magical staff, tearing down these defenses, Judo.
Oh, well, the Yeti was doing a very valiant effort, like you were saying, Woody, with the healers, but the Spring Trap finished him off. It would have meant he might have been able to get even more percentage, and this one is very close. Only a couple of defenses left, but it means 11 Originals still trail.
Yeah, very close is not going to be good enough. This is the same sort of attack lineup that we saw in the group stage on day 1, with 11 Original only getting 1 triple and yet having an 87.4% overall damage. They've scored in the high 80s and 90s before, but haven't been able to get that crucial last 3rd star. This really speaks to the amazing base building skills from Nishong Dance, that they've been able to hold off such a talented and skilled lineup from 11 Original.
Absolutely, and maybe they know what it feels like for the Queen Walkers now as well. They had that incredible percentage. 11 Original have a 93% average, but they are trailing because remember, it is all about the stars. Nishan Dance can really put themselves well in the lead here if they were to get another one in this attack.
If I were an odds maker and you told me that a team had 3 attacks and a 93.3% average destruction, I'd say there's no way that they haven't gotten at least 1 triple on the board already, and yet that is what we see. 11 Original are back to the drawing board now. They cannot play any safe moves here. They have to go for the risky triple in their last 2 attacks, but it's up to Tian next to move in for Nishong Dance and try to deliver another walloping blow to keep their lead high and dry. Lightning and Earthquake will shatter the defenses on the right side corner, coming close to taking down that scatter shot, but instead focusing fire on a couple of other key defenses. He's really done a number on this right side corner, and that'll make it a lot easier to path through the rest of the base.
Yeah, alongside the Grand Warden walk, he is taking out that entire right-hand side of the base. Then we see the King, Witches, and the Siege Barracks to the left, so quite a heavy push to take out that side of the base. Notice there are storages there, which do have a lot of HP. That's why we need a lot of troops to then allow the Yetis and Bowlers through the middle. Here they come, Woody, but how far will they get?
They're doing their best. The first jump spell is out, and that's kind of an interesting choice there. He's only getting through really 1 layer of wall with that. Might help to keep his troops a little bit further away from the town hall, but gonna have to use that Grand Warden Eternal Tome nonetheless. The CC troops are streaming out, and here comes the poison spell. is able to grab all the troops there, and we'll have to pop that Lava Hound, spending a lot of time on it, but it's time well spent in my opinion. Tian from Nishong Dance is making his way toward the backside, and whoa, a massive Tesla farm right in the center will pop up. That should be easy to deal with as he tries to get this triple. He still has an Eagle Artillery and 2 scatter shots in the top corner to deal with.
Yes, and the healers have stuck with a couple of Yetis. Meanwhile, the bowlers and another few of the Yetis moved across to the left, so a little bit unfortunate that his troops split up and the healers were not able to do the splash damage across the entire army. You can see the devastation coming in from the scatter shot to the left, just wiping out the witches as it pleases at this stage because he's lost the momentum of his army, but with the Queen's ability, he is holding on to that with all of his might to hope he can get these final few defenses, Woody.
Archer Queen Royal Cloak still in tow, uses it right there to tear apart this Barbarian King. Hero, what? He can't do a single thing when the Archer Queen's on the field. Making his way through the last layer of walls. This still has got a shot at 3 stars.
There we go, Woody. It is a 3-star. The healers on the Archer Queen did exactly what they needed to do. The Archer Queen picked the correct wall. What an attack we just seen, Banks.
Yes, indeed. Tian managing to secure another triple for Nishang Dance. They are firmly in the driver's seat now. Still, if you're looking at the percentage difference, it's only 98.3% damage average for Nishang Dance right now. And 11 Original, amazingly, tailing with a 93.3% average. I just can't believe what we're witnessing right now. This is such high-level Clash of Clans, but Nishang Dance pulling away with that star difference, Woody.
Yeah, this is going to be extremely difficult for 11 Original catch up to now. 2 triples on the board for Nishong Dance. Looks like they are going to be doing a cha-cha slide all the way to the grand finals unless 11 Original can get back-to-back triples. They need that 6-pack up on the board immediately if they're going to have any shot at glory. Eve Timo will be the next to move in, and he's got a huge spell strike in the left side corner there, catches a scatter shot, and is holding on to a poison spell as well to deal with the CC. That'll leave him a bit empty-handed to support the rest of the raid, though. This Yeti Smash army will get back up in the form of 2 rage spells and a jump. But is that going to be enough to make it all the way around the backside? A still really well-protected Eagle Artillery scatter shot right next to that Archer Queen, Judo.
Yes, and I would think he would have to use the Grand Warden's ability through the Town Hall, but notice that would also give him a lot of tankage through the Scatter Shot and the Eagle. But here we go. They are moving into that compartment. No room for error now from 11 Original. The Super War Breaker does give us access, but the Yetis, they look like they might be going around the outside of the base here, Woody. They do. They go for the Archer Tower. Can he use the jump to adapt here?
Eve Timo sacrifices his Barbarian King into the bowels of hell, sending it straight into that single target Inferno. It burns up and a key offensive troop is lost. His remaining army supported by the Grand Warden, but without any hit points left, he goes down to splash damage, and there's no life order to protect this raid now. They are out there with their pants down, Judo.
Oh, and the Eagle Artillery stands in the center of the base, looking strong, slamming down onto the troops. He has nothing to path to it, trying to send a balloon in there, but the air sweeper is just pushing it back. Heartbreak for Eve Timo. He just hasn't been able to get his troops into the center, and it looks very unlikely to turn into the 3-star.
Scary Terry has invaded his nightmares and slashed his psyche to ribbons. Tian's defenses have done what 11 Original hoped was impossible, denying access even to that top compartment. The Eagle Artillery soaring high. Defenses have been impregnable for this base, and Nishong Dance have really brought out an awesome performance here on offense and defense. A well-deserved spot in the grand finals.
Well, now all they need to do is hold it together. They haven't got it yet. 2 attacks remain, but now it is their war to lose. All they need to do is keep the percentage, keep the 2 stars rolling, and 11 Original wouldn't be able to catch up.
All right, well, we still have a few more attacks left. We have seen wars flipped on their head before. If Nishong Dance gets a whiff on either of their next 2, 11 Original could make their stab back at glory. We've seen them make triples out of nothing. Can they cobble it together somehow, some way? Fans of 11 Original, send them your support right now and hope that they can hold off against the mighty army of GYY from Nishang Dance. Another Yeti smash strat, bringing a headhunter this time, as if they had to rub salt in 11 Original's wound, proving that their heroes aren't safe, their base isn't safe, and their spot in the finals isn't safe at all.
He has the bat spells to rain damage as well, Woody. Eve Mark needs a big defense here. GYY is perfect throughout this month's qualifier so far, with a 3-star using the Yeti Smash in day 1 and a 3-star using Electro Dragons in day 2. He wants to add the Yeti Bobat to the list. Royal Champion on the bottom area of the base is clearing out the Town Hall section. Meanwhile, the Grand Warden is doing a beautiful job up to the top of the base. A collected start here by GYY. He knows exactly what he wants.
An impressive repertoire of offensive capability from GYY, showing us that his attack strats are limited only by his imagination, and his imagination is running wild on this
base. The Archer Queen's
now.
walked. The Archer Queen has gone to the bottom of the base, Woody. This could be very costly. He needs her in the center. The Town Hall goes down. He looks good for the 2-star. That he needs to keep Nishang Dance in the driving seat here, but he wanted the Archer Queen in the center of the base.
There is no jump spell to help redirect her, and he's just at her mercy now, hoping that she can still get value along the bottom side. But with a single target Inferno heating up on the top and bottom compartments, she won't be able to reach it until she passes into that little corner. GYY running into a lot of trouble now, as the unpredictable nature of this pernicious lady has shown once again that you can't rely on an easy strike against a clever base design like what Mark has got here.
Well, he has to get the perfect timing of free spells for the bats now. The Wizard Tower, oh, it does get a strike. He just left it a little bit too thin for the back area of the base. He could have still got this one, but he just wore thin on free spells, and the Wizard Towers are deadly to the bats. They go down in a flash. The single target Inferno at the north of the base just has a cheeky little smile as the Archer Queen comes by. She will not be able to take that one down, but it does secure another high percentage 2-star for Nishang Dance, which at this stage is all they need.
That is the thickest backside I have seen all summer long. Shake, rattle, and roll, but you can't get him off his pedestal. Defense for Eve Mark will stand tall as GYY's attack will crumble. 8 seconds remaining and no way to get through the last section of the base. He'll be having to be content with 10 stars off this hit.
Another fantastic display there. 86% 2-star from Nishang Dance, just cruising, putting it on cruise control and seeing how they can get through into that final later today. But also a very important display of the tactics of base building right now. That is what is most important right now, because 11 Original really finding it tough to break through those defenses, and Nishang Dance really displaying how prevalent they are in the base building tactic, Judo.
Yes, well, let's not forget, it is all about offense and defense. You can put the 3 stars up, but if your bases can defend, you can also have a good chance of moving through, and it looks like Nishang Dance are doing both of them aspects, the offense and the defense, and that's why they are in such a commanding position now, Woody.
Muffin takes his time studying the base. He doesn't have any lightning or earthquake spells here, so he's going to do it the old-fashioned way with a 1-2 slap on the face. 5 healers will back up a big walk along the early stage of this hit. On the top side, you can see a super wall breaker rolling in, crashes through the walls to give easy access for an Archer Queen, targeting that multi-Inferno and a Royal Champion as well. Coconut Loon out in front to insulate these healers as they try to stay on point. Great job there, catches a Seeking Air Mine, and Muffin will send another one out to see if there's another.
Yes, and a beautiful job. He gets another one as well, Woody. Whenever you're using a rage spell, it's always a good idea to send a balloon through, because the balloon has so much speed through the rage spell. You are utilizing that bonus as well, and it paid off.
And a third!
It's another! 3 black bombs in that area means he protects all of his healers, and this is exactly what 11 Original need.
Loses just 1 to the 4th bomb set up there. Lei Fang had an idea where a queen charge might come from and tried to prevent it, but Muffin just stiff arm his way through that defense and did an awesome job carving out a big section of that top compartment. The Queen will continue to path along, pulling out the clan castle and obliterating the pups that came about. The big force has already come under fire, though, as that Giga Inferno pops out of the town hall and will do its best to repel the invaders. But the Queen firing away at another scatter shot, and with easy access to an Eagle Artillery soon after, I think Muffin might have the triple in hand.
He might do. He has done a wonderful job. Despite the Archer Queen not taking out the scatter shot until late on, she did enough to distract it, and that has kept all of the Hogs and Miners moving through here. But the second scatter shot is proving deadly, Woody, as nothing wants to go to it. They all track around, and what looked so good is now turning into a nightmare for Muffin.
Even the adamantium shield from a royal champion is not enough to crack and rattle that scatter shot in the center of the base and targeting every single attacker, nuking those hogs, obliterating the healers, tearing them out of the sky. Muffin's offense, which looked so good in the outset, has now just been taken down. Poor guy seemed like he had 3 stars on his mind, but 2 stars is all he's going to get to go home with, Judo.
Absolutely, but let's not forget, 11 Original have made it to the semi-finals, 2 qualifiers in a row, and with the opportunity of qualifying again through ESL play or through the in-game Clan War leagues, I'm sure they have bags of experience ready to fight back and try and get their golden ticket.
Hey, you make a good point right there, and don't forget that other players at home can try to take 11 Original spot if they want it. The last spot in the final monthly qualifier is still up for grabs in the ESL Play Online bracket. Register today if you want to have a shot at glory, and $1 million prize pool still open for anyone in chat who thinks that they're better than these teams. If you got the talk, let's see if you can walk the walk.
Yes, well, you can sign up via the ESL Play website, but let's get into the final attack here, Woody. UNIC just needs to secure a star. That is all he needs. In fact, percentage, he probably doesn't even need the 50. Oh no, he would need the 50%. My apologies. So he just needs a star here, and that is Nishang Dance moving on to the finals of this month's qualifier.
Archer Queen, well protected in the bottom corner, takes down the clan castle and will support the rest of the raid. A lot of times you see this Queen breaking off away from the other troops, but instead this is going to be a piercer move by UNIC from Nishang Dance, supporting the Yeti Smash with both of these heroes, backing him up, still holding on to his Royal Champion and the Barbarian King, but expect to see a big squad rolling straight through. Still, Eagle Artillery on the very top side. It's going to be hard for him to reach, and he'll have to do some amazing pivoting through this space to get them on target. Awesome jump spell right there in the left corner is going to get them toward that town hall a little bit closer, but the healers have swapped off the Archer Queen. I don't know if she can survive this onslaught.
She still has the ability. It has to be used. I don't know whether that was the automatic ability or whether UNIC pressed it. I don't think he minds because he is closing in on the 50% and the 2-star. He will pretty much get them both together, and that will be sending Nishang Dance through into the finals, and means 11 Original will have to fight back again. But can UNIC finish this one off and get the 3 stars, Woody?
UNIC has not yet scored a 3-star for his team, so now's the time to step up and show him what he's got. The qualification to the grand finals is already there, but you know that Nova Esports and HT Family, waiting in the wings, have got to be having their eyes glued to these matches. They're prepping as best they can, but they know that they've got a tough fight ahead of them. UNIC showing that Nishang Dance is a force to be reckoned with, a new squad on the scene, and these upstart champions might just be grabbing that golden ticket.
They might be, and I think UNIC is closing in on his 3-star. The healers just kept the Royal Champion alive up in the top corner a couple of seconds ago, but she finishes off the final defense, and with 30 seconds left, Woody, it will be a 3-star for UNIC, a 13-10 victory, and that puts them in a very good position moving into the finals, Banks.
Securing it with a triple. What a stylish way to end that war. Nishang Dance will be progressing into the final at the end of today with that chance to get that golden ticket to the World Finals at the end of the year. Congratulations to Nishang Dance. What a way to close it out. What a way to kick off Sunday's playoffs. They kept a cool head throughout, showing their level of knowledge and experience in Clash of Clans. And this is why they are regarded as one of the top seeded teams in this qualifier. Adapting on the fly just seems more crucial than ever at this level. I mean, look at those stats. 13 stars to 10. 11 Original just couldn't get the gas going, could they, Woody?
No, they couldn't. And with that 13-star, 96.2% performance, Nishang Dance has put up the second best hit of any team so far this month. It was only 11 Original yesterday with a 96.8% that barely broke ahead of them, but reliability and consistency are so important when you've got this many wars to win. The Clash of Clans World Finals qualifier for August will see Nishang Dance move on to the finals.
Well, our first clan of the day has been sent packing, unfortunately, 11 Original, but once again, congratulations to Nishang Dance. So now I'm going to hand you over to one of our favorite Clash of Clans streamers and content creators who has picked out one of the best attacks to break down from this war. It's Carbon Finn at the Telestrator.
Thank you so much, Banks. We're going to be breaking down a beautiful attack that was using the dragons, the Zap dragons. Let's go ahead and look at how he decides to break this one down. He's going to first use the lightning spell to help damage the queen and take out the scatter shot and this air expo. It's going to be able to help clear this corner really nice, because what you want to do is try to remove a section of base with the dragons and then fly them through at least to the town hall, because they can help secure it. And then he does have a poison spell for potentially the CC as he's going to fly through, but he does send this blimp. But he did use a Hog Rider right before the blimp to test for maybe a tornado trap or something on the outside. He didn't decide not to use a balloon there. But as this section goes down, he now is going to be able to set up this funnel for the dragons. That is the very important part. As you're going to see, these dragons are going to fly their way straight for this town hall. He removes that top section, which means now the dragons will be responsible for the town hall to move into the core, and then you use your heroes on the other side to help set that funnel. The queen, the king, and the queen can make her way to the bottom side, and she can remove that air defense all the way towards the bottom at 6 o'clock. These dragons and the balloons can help clear the core, but now what he's going to be doing is waiting on the royal champion to use, potentially on the top side where that top air defense is located. But you'll notice he waits the royal champion till a little bit later in the raid, because he wants to try to see if he could take out this clan castle and take out, at least because if it's gone, and then no lava hound will come out because the dragons don't have any potential of pulling it out. So if the CC goes down, then the royal champion can come in from the top side and not have to worry about pulling the lava hound out if it is indeed in there. And the queen got some really beautiful value on the bottom side, and it's just set up that great funnel. So if you use the blimp and those lightnings to set that funnel for the dragons, you can get them to go exactly where you want inside the core of the base to get the value. And this one ended up resulting in that 3-star. Save that royal champion ability for as late as possible. That's what you want to try to do. The royal champion is huge, super important for any Town Hall 13 attack, and a lot of times clutches up, and that she did exactly right there. Got that multi-target inferno. A beautiful attack, and Nishang Dance is going to be advancing to the grand finals. Congratulations. What an epic match. Now we're going to go and check out what Eric thinks for the next matchup between Nova Esports and HT Family.
All right, guys, it's time to make some predictions for this upcoming match. We've got Nova Esports versus HT Family. Now, obviously, Nova Esports is the team to beat in this tournament. They were last year's World Championship winners. They're putting up crazy amounts of stars in every single war that they go into, and they know exactly what they're doing. Now, HT Family is a little bit of a wild card here. We don't know a lot about them. We haven't seen them in other tournaments, and they're coming in here as almost a complete unknown. But they're bringing in some weird strategies, some unique strategies that we've never seen before, and they could catch Nova Esports bases off guard here. They may not have been able to test any of the bases against the weird stuff that this team is throwing, and that might give them the edge. We will see, but I really feel like Nova Esports is going to take this and probably go all the way and get that golden ticket. All right, guys, back to you at the desk.
Thank you so much, Carbon, for breaking down that attack, and Eric for your predictions. We now have our first semi-finalist. The golden ticket to the World Finals is just one match away for Nishang Dance. So, moving into our second playoff match. Carbon is going to be staying with us alongside Judo. So, Carbon, who are you predicting will bring home the win in this playoff match?
Man, this has been incredible to watch, to see all these great wars. Nova Esports has been putting on a show, but HT Family, they've been putting up some amazing scores as well. Nova Esports, they're coming as the world champions. They're trying to get that golden ticket. I mean, it could be anyone's match, but I might see HT Family, what they could do, because they've been coming with some out-of-the-box attacks, and maybe Nova's not ready for it.
Well, yeah, I think I might have to agree. In Judo, I mean, these are two very different clans. One steeped in history, the other relatively new to the competitive scene. How do you think this is going to go?
I have to agree, HT Family have put up some very creative attacks, but Nova have to be the favourites, Banks.
Okay, well, Nova have had a clear path through this qualifier. HT Family have had to claw their way to this point. Is it going to be plain sailing for Nova? Or will it be HT Family that goes through to the finals? Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Yeah, we're going to see here, starting off with the HT Family going in with those E-Dragons. You haven't seen too many E-Dragons before, but in this qualifiers, there's been a great number of E-Dragon attacks, and HT Family's been using them really well, getting those 3 stars. And starting off, pops the Grand Warden ability right away. That's what they've been known for, to protect as many of these E-Dragons as possible. The Stone Slammer, look at all these Seeking Air Mines, Judo. Amazing, he's pulling it through the Warden ability.
Perfect Warden ability in order to make sure he got through that. It was Hilo that got the 3 stars yesterday with the E-Drags for HT Family, and he is charging through this base pretty predominantly, Carbon. The Town Hall is about to go down, chaining onto the air defense at the back end, and with the Royal Champion left to go, this looks very devastating.
Oh my goodness, the E-Drags completely gutted the core there. The Stone Slammer moved on the left side. Now the Royal Champion, she's moving over at the bottom. He can freeze a single target Inferno, and look at that. That's what I was talking about. Coming in with those attacks that shred bases, and the E-Dragons HT Family showing exactly how to do it, and he doesn't even need to use this free spell. He can just swag it. What an incredible attack.
They are proving how good they are with the Electro Dragons. I think this is the 3rd attack this qualifiers that they haven't even required 1 minute and 30 seconds of the attack, Carbon. That is pretty impressive, and one way to start a war.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. The E-Dragons, they are such a quick attack. You're using the E-Drags to just charge straight in, and the key of these attacks is popping that Warden ability super early, so you protect as many of the E-Drags as possible, getting that chain value through, and then the King and Queen on the outside to help clear, and that's exactly what they did. They are bringing the E-Drag attacks back into the game, showing exactly how to get it done at the pro level. I'm learning a thing or two on these E-Drags. It's just showing how strong it is, Judo.
Absolutely, and they are showing that you can still use them. The one thing I love about the Grand Warden's ability is how many black bombs they protected, because he didn't need to send in any coconut loons. Here we go, though. We have Cuevas, and he needs to respond with a 3-star for Nova.
Yeah, we're seeing, is this our first Lalo attack here of the day? Charging in with the Queen Charge Lalo, and this Queen is on the top side, gonna try to get her towards this Town Hall potentially. Let's see, we do have the Elixir storage. Now the Queen could either go up to the Eagle or down south. Ooh, she's going up to the Wizard Tower. And he does find that Seeking Air Mine. Oh, wait, I don't know. The Queen's going to decide. She's probably going to go for the cannon next. Have to figure out where she wants, because he does still have that Stone Slammer and an Earthquake. Wait a second. Is he going to use his Earthquake to help activate this Town Hall here?
It could be a good option, Carbon. I do think he wanted the Queen to the Town Hall, but that would be a very good adaptation. Now, Cuevas does have the perfect, up until this point, 2 3-stars. He managed to do that with the Lightning into Yetis and the Drag Bat. So showing his diversity here, taking down one of the Scattershot with the Clan Castle troops closing in. As a very good Lava Loon player yourself, how do you think this one's looking, Carbon?
Oh, this is looking pretty solid here. He does use that free spell here on the Inferno Dragon, clears the CC pretty quickly, and the Queen needs to stay away from the single target Inferno. She can reach the Sweeper here. It's going to help tremendously with the Lalo. Sweeper is going to go down, gets out of range of the single target Inferno, drops the rage, but she still has her ability, and now he's flying this Grand Warden towards the Town Hall. The minions are from the Lava Butts. They do activate the Town Hall. It does use the freeze, and Earthquake's going to help damage it. Queen burns her ability. Rage is down. These balloons, they need a path to the Town Hall here.
They're not going to it. He sends in another couple of balloons to the Town Hall with the Royal Champion. Full panic mode at this point. I think he was saving the Stone Slammer for the scatter shot. Here it comes. Thankfully, he does take the Town Hall Carbon, but definitely not what he needed at this point in the attack.
Wow, that Town Hall was just going down to there, save the Royal Champion, but he's got no more spells other than this final haste right there. On top of that air defense, the Grand Warden has left these balloons behind them. 2 single target Infernos are still up. Royal Champion has already burned her ability. Ground Skeleton does pop. Healers have transferred off here. He's trying to get as much percentage, but unfortunately that Queen going down on the top side single target Inferno. Just curious to see if the Queen went to the wrong way, but I mean, he did take that one Earthquake there, which is usually used to activate a Town Hall, so balloons do target it just in case. He's up into these, trying to get into the 80s, and now it's just clean up at this point, Judo.
Oh, if he could have got the single target Inferno, it actually could have been a little bit closer, because we do have a minion up to the top of the screen doing a bit of cleanup as well. So he might have got right up into the high 90s, but it's not meant to be. And this is a shocker. Starting off the war, we had the predictions from Eric. We knew how HT family could fare, but Nova trail after the first attack.
Yeah, man, what an attack. And man, Nova Esports falling short. Banks, this has been a crazy start to this war here.
It has indeed, something probably quite unexpected. HT Family putting up a triple from Hilo straight off the bat, putting Nova Esports on the back foot. Still a solid 2-star, 87%, I believe. Yes, that's not bad at all, but obviously when we're at this stage of the competition, the high 90s and the triples are what you need to be securing to guarantee your spot in the final, Carbon.
Yeah, absolutely. You need those high percentages, but those 3 stars is what makes the difference. We've been seeing some wars that are up in 13, 13, 14 potentially, and we're going to have to see some high scores here to get to the finals. Remember, you lose one and you are out of the competition. And now we're seeing Fire coming in with the Dragons. He's got 3 lightning spells, uses the 2 right there to help take out that Sweeper, probably saving 1 potentially for maybe headhunters that come out of the CC to help take them down. But we do notice, I know Fire, I was breaking down some of his attacks before, and he was using those super archers, deciding just to go with the Dragons now.
Yeah, he has switched up his army composition. HT Family obviously liking the air-style attacks. Does get pretty good chain value from the Electro Dragon at the top of the base. They certainly know how to use that troop. And let's see how he can do this with the King and Queen setting up the funnel for the Dragons moving through. We know how explosive of a team they are. With the Grand Warden's ability helping through the Town Hall, the Dragons will move forward.
Yeah, the Dragons pushing way through. The Queen does use the Rage and Freeze here on the scatter shot. Dragons are moving to the right side. Queen is getting some beautiful value, making her way down south. There is... Oh, I see. He's going to use this. He's got the... Oh, look at that. He uses the 1 lightning and Royal Champion ability to help take down that single target Inferno. That was absolutely incredible. Still has 1 freeze left. Unbelievable use of that.
Wow, we knew how creative HT Family were, but that was on another level. I don't think we have seen anything quite as impressive as that. The Royal Champion does struggle with these skeletons on the bottom single target Inferno, but surely, Carbon, he has enough to push through this.
Yeah, this Grand Warden's got to clutch up. Wait a second. Grand Warden, yes, the single goes down just in time. And unbelievable. Uses the Earthquake, Lightning, and Royal Champion ability combined to help take down that single target Inferno on the bottom side. I personally have not seen that before. What an attack using that combination. Fire comes in for another 3-star for HT Family. Incredible. What an attack right there.
They are doing what they needed to do. Shake up Nova. Tell them that they mean business. 2 3-stars starting out. And Nova, they have to be sweating at this point. They need to respond in the next attack, Carbon.
Absolutely. Nova knows they are down right now by the 2 triples. They're going to have to go all out. If they had any risky plans when they were coming in, taking the time to plan it out, they know they have to go for it. They have to maybe Lalo or attack from the opposite side from the Town Hall, potentially end on a Town Hall. But let's see what React is coming in for Nova, and he's coming in with the hybrid. He's going in with the lightning spells to start this off to help take down the single target Inferno, and usually you tend to want to drop that queen and walk her near the Town Hall so that you can potentially use the Warden ability to protect the hybrid through the core of the space, setting up a bit of a funnel for the queen here, and does find his Tesla farm, which is huge, so that he doesn't have to worry about it for the hybrid portion.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that he took down a grounded Expo as well means that the Archer Queen can just very easily move through this bottom area of the base, decides to send in the baby dragon, because I think if the Queen had have gone to the Tesla, there's a good chance she could have moved up to the cannon, but nicely adapted to keep her on her path towards the Town Hall, and a solid start from React. This is exactly what Nova need.
Absolutely. Now it's going to come down to this wall break, perfectly placed to open up the Town Hall compartment, but he does find a Seeking Air Mine right there for the healers, but the balloon finds one as well, drops that raid spell, helps take down the Inferno Dragon. No worries there. Queen can help charge her way to the Town Hall as long as he sets up this funnel here to make sure the Queen does not walk on this left side. Baby Dragon's going to take out the Builder Hut, but will this Queen go to the Town Hall? Should hopefully walk there next.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He sent in a balloon to take down the Archer Tower, which was a good move, but it actually found a black bomb in itself. The Queen does move to the Town Hall, which is exactly what he needed. Time is ticking though, Carbon.
Yep.
We are nearly at 1 minute and 30 already.
Exactly. We got about 1:30 seconds. I like to drop the hybrid right around the minute 30, minute 35 portion, because of those time fails are so prevalent once you start to drop it lower and you don't have too much time left. And he does drop that Siege Barracks. It was getting hit, so out comes the Hogs coming right now from the Siege Barracks, pops that Grand Warden ability to protect the hybrid through the core of the space, finds a Tornado Trap, not going to do anything to the miners as he pushes his way through. Hogs gets slowed down a little bit. Royal Champion is trying to charge right into the core there, takes the Eagle down. Single target Inferno's the last one. That's the biggest threat here to the Royal Champion, but we're going to have to see with no spells left. He's lost so much in the core here.
I see you seen the hybrid coming, and his defense tears it apart. Nova not going to be able to get this one done with the single target Inferno still standing. The Grand Warden will go down, and the scatter shot will finish off the Hogs and the miners. This one is going to be a lower percentage than Nova's first attack, so it means they fall even further behind, and HT Family could really put the nail in the coffin in their next attack.
Absolutely. HT Family have been coming in with some incredible attacks so far here in this war. And unfortunately, Nova Esports are going to fall short once again in this attack, trying to grab a little bit more percentage, but that hybrid got taken out way too quick. Really nice try there from React. But man, Banks, we're looking at HT Family. They had a solid lead.
Yes, they do indeed. I mean, React unable to kind of push it through there, just an 80% 2-star, but this is awesome. What a story. HT Family, as they're progressing through this qualifier, they're just getting better and better. We're applying the pressure of the main stage, the pressure to do something big, and they are bringing it every single time, Carbon.
Yes, absolutely. Showing us all these incredible attacks here. Now we're going to see the Yeti smash, starting off with the Grand Warden walk out here. Doesn't drop all the healers, potentially would use one of them for the Yetis and Bowlers as he's going to charge his way towards this Town Hall. One super wall breaker, and then you're going to see that jump into the core of the space to try to get as much value as possible. Decided not to go with the Quad Quake here, wants to get a little bit better usage of his spells. He's going to be patient on this Warden walk. Is he going to try to charge this Warden here into the single target Inferno, Judo? Oh, this could be some nice value.
Yes, a very bold move, but we know that Jinmu is a very diverse player with 3 stars already, with all different attack strategies. The Yeti Bobat, the Lightning into Lava Loon, and the Electro Dragons. He certainly is a master of Clash of Clans, and you are witnessing an incredible war here. HT Family in a commanding position over current world champions Nova. He will get the single target Inferno, Carbon,
Wow.
and what a start to this attack.
Perfect use of the Rage Freeze combination right there for the Grand Warden to help take that Inferno down. Does grab the Wizard Tower as well. Yeti's going to help pull the Grand Warden down to the bottom side. King charging his way in. Does have the jump into the core here, and he's using that Siege Barracks. So that means he's going to rely on these Yetis and Bowlers to get to that Town Hall. Does drop the jump placement just there to force the Bowlers and Yetis towards the Town Hall section. But this Lava Hound is going to slow this Queen down quite a bit. Pops the Grand Warden Channel Tome. He's charging his way through. This King is still barely up there. He needs the healers to transfer off to heal him up here. The Hound does pop. How comes the Hogs right there onto the Eagle Artillery? Town Hall is going to go down, and the Town Hall does go down. Does he have enough for this backside?
Well, with the Town Hall down, he has certainly mitigated one of the main defenses. Single target Inferno goes down to the right. A heavy amount of damage to the next. The scatter shot goes down, Carbon. Queen's ability is left. What are we witnessing from HT Family?
Look at this. HT Family coming in. 3-star after 3-star after 3-star. The Royal Champion is moving through. She already did burn her ability. It's going to come down to time. He's got the P.E.K.K.A. Witches on the outside. The Royal Champion is going to die off here, but we only have the Archer Tower and the 2 tassels left here on the top side. 34 seconds. Does have a Balloon Queen ability intact still. This is looking good for another 3-star here in this war. Incredible showing from HT Family.
They mean business. They want the final. They want the golden ticket. And they want the whole thing. The Queen's ability is used. They power through the remainder of this base. And just like their war with activity yesterday, they will start this one off with 3 3-stars.
Man, HT Family coming in with all these different attack strategies, getting the 3 stars. Incredible showing here right now from HT Family. This is the first time here in the qualifiers, and they are showing why they deserve to be here, and they are trying to get their potential golden ticket. But we were looking at that replay where they came in with the charge, beautifully use that jump to force the Yetis and Bowlers towards that Town Hall to take it down. Royal Champion on the other side followed in with the Hogs, and just perfect strategy. But remember, the very beginning of that Grand Warden set it up to grab that single target Inferno combination with the Rage and Freeze. Beautiful attack right there.
Yes, and now, Nova, the current world champions, they have been in some tough positions, and they now have to go perfect in this war, Carbon. They need to get 3 3-stars with their remaining attacks, so the next one, which is starting, is going to be huge. They need a 3-star here.
Absolutely. We're seeing now a Zap Lalo coming in. Uses the lightning here to take out the Clan Castle, the single target Inferno. There is he's going to drop 2 more on the, yeah, so he is going to grab the Builder Hut as well. And the balloon on the outside, so the Clan Castle is gone. But he does have 2 Hog Riders as well to use. Let's going to see where he wants to use it. Maybe with potentially the Royal Champion if he goes into a single or some section. But he is dropping this Queen and King towards this bottom side down here to try to get as much value as possible. He does have a wall break. Maybe, is he going to try to get these heroes all the way to the scatter shot next to the Queen here?
It looks like it, doesn't it? He sends in the Ice Golem. There goes the Super Wall Breaker. It is perfectly placed.
Whoa.
It just gets the wall, though, Carbon. Very scary moment, because he wouldn't have been able to get the Queen in if not.
Yeah, but the King is going to the right side. He really wanted that King to move into the enemy Queen to help clear this section. But now it doesn't look like the Queen is going to go for the scatter shot here. Unless she decides, no, she's going to stay on the outside. Pops the ability early here. The Queen is going to go down. He still has a Royal Champion to deploy. Is he going to want to grab that scatter? Because he can also skip on to getting the 2 sweepers. But he's going to send the balloons in first, and he's not going to... Oh, he's going to send the house. Hopefully he has the pathing here. But no, don't follow the King. Uh-oh.
Oh, he changed. He went to the balloons. That was definitely what he needed to do. The battle blimp moves through. All of the balloons go down to the scatter shot, Carbon. Just like you said, maybe the Royal Champion could have been the move there. He needs to get this Town Hall. He needs to get a high percentage to at least keep Nova kicking in this fight. And meaning that HT Family, if they failed, they could still lose the war.
Yeah, now he drops the Ice Golem over on the top left side there. does use the freeze on the air defense and ground expo. The Royal Champion is moving her way in with the... Oh, he does find a giant bomb, but he's going to lose these headhunters here. And the enemy Royal Champion is going to stay up and damage these balloons. But this sweepers are staying up. Drop some hogs to try to take out the Archer Tower. On the other side, pops the Royal Champion ability. But just unfortunate that King path away from that scatter shot to move into the enemy Queen. And he wanted that section down. I can see the planning, but Nova Esports are going to fall short once again here to HT Family's bases.
The littlest of differences in an attack can make the hugest of impacts. If the king goes into the base, as you mentioned, he takes the scatter shot. The pathing is so much better. How would the attack have turned out? Nevertheless, it is not the 3 stars that Nova needed. They will still trail here, and HT Family, they just need to do what Nishang Dance did and get the solid 2 stars in order to finish this one off.
Absolutely. Their defenses have been showing, they've been amazing here so far for HT Family, and their attacks as well. Banks, man, it's just HT Family's putting on a show here.
What is happening? Nova Esports, our previous champions last year, just slipping down the ranks, not being able to clutch up against an HT Family who are yet to drop a percentage. And I have to mention right now, Jinmu not even dropping a percentage over this entire weekend so far. I mean, HT Family are looking solid to progress into the finals today, but obviously it has not happened yet. There is still some attacks to go, and anything can happen. This is Clash of Clans Esports, but HT Family, I mean, safe to say, in the driver's seat, Judo.
Oh, absolutely. They just need to go for the safe attacks now. They don't have to go for anything crazy, and make sure that they do not get a 1 star. You mentioned they haven't dropped 8% yet. This is the exact position they were in against Activity. 3 stars, and then they got the 99%. I think they will be wanting to spin this around, and even though they are in such a good position, I think they want to go for the perfect wall, Carbon.
Absolutely. I see you coming in with the Zap Hogs. Uses the Earthquake and Lightning to help take down that clan castle right there. And the enemy Queen. Going to be able to help set this funnel. And keep your eye on when you use these Hog Riders, you tend to see that Grand Warden ability used very early in these types of raids. Let's keep our eye on if he does exactly that here. Is he going to send the World Champion in with the Hogs? Typically, you do see that, but now with the Headhunters, you could switch it up. It could be completely different, but the Wall Wrecker is going to make its way towards this Town Hall. Going to try to clear this whole section down here, because he can also grab that scatter shot. The Queen decides to walk in there.
Yes, it would definitely be good value, wouldn't it? The Wall Wrecker will get to the Town Hall. If he can take the Town Hall and 2 scatter shots, then this has to look good for the Hog Riders. He does have fantastic pathing as well for them. And much like you broke down in one of the attacks yesterday, Carbon, because he's using all Hog Riders, he doesn't have to set up the funnel on the opposite side of the base.
Absolutely. Now here comes the Hogs over on the right. The Town Hall is gone. The Queen is still moving in. She can help take down the scatter. Pops the Grand Warden Eternal Tome here before using any of these heal spells. There's the first one as he's moving his way through. The multi-target Inferno is in the middle of the base. He's finding giant bombs through it, and he's moving through. The Queen is still up. She's moving to the bottom side, and there is a wall opening over there. She could step in for the single target Inferno, but the Eagle Artillery is on the top side doing a tremendous amount of damage here. But the Hogs come up there as well to try to distract the Wizard Tower. But look at these Hogs moving his way through. Does he have enough? It's looking pretty solid with 1 freeze left.
Sending in reinforcement Hog Riders from the top, using the freeze spell. He will take down the Eagle Artillery, Carbon. They will move forward, and with the Royal Champion's ability, I agree with you. This looks very good for HT Family.
Wow, absolutely incredible. Still has the Royal Champion ability. Does pop it right there. Going to skip onto the single target Inferno. The Grand Warden and the RC are going to be able to help take that single target Inferno down. The King and the final cleanup on the top side. And that is going to be yet another 3-star for HT Family coming away with a perfect war so far. They still have 1 more to try to get it. Absolutely incredible showing from HT Family.
They wanted it yesterday, and they must have been gutted when the 99% came in, but 4 3-stars against the defending world champions Nova. I don't think anyone could have predicted this. Nova, with their backs against the wall, must be scratching their heads and wondering what on earth is going on right now.
Absolutely. Now the question is, I wonder what bases did Nova use? Did they use their toughest, the hardest bases in the very beginning, and they don't have as tough bases right now? Or is HT Family just coming in and breaking these bases down? And were they ready for the kind of just what HT Family can bring? So many different types of attacks. We're seeing it here today in this war. Just the strategies being used by these pro players is absolutely incredible. Now we're jumping into the very next attack here for Nova Esports. Gio, they're looking to at least get a one triple here into this war.
Yes, I think they need to just try and pick their confidence up after this war. We mentioned it in the last war, but they could still qualify for the World Championships because we have more qualifiers coming up and they will be wanting to put themselves forward. So they need to just pick their confidence up, finish off in style, which we know they can. And T-Top is the man for the job, with the Archer Queen coming straight in to the defending Royal Champion and the Scattershot Carbon.
Yeah, charging this Queen here over to the right side. He does use the Queen, trying to maybe, let's see if she's going to go for the Seagull Artillery. If she pass up, that CC is, the Queen can walk in to help pull that. Does have the poison spell, dropping the Baby Dragon up at 12, sends the Hog in for the Archer Tower, while the Queen is going to help clear this King with the Headhunter. Does have to use that Rage spell, unfortunately, but the Queen is going to be able to help grab the Seagull Artillery, and here comes the Headhunters and Lava Hound.
It looks very good. I thought the Headhunter might have been a little bit deployed late, but it got the job done. The Queen is in a commanding position now. 2 Expos locked onto her, but it will be enough to move through. With the Clan Castle down, he can then start focusing on the rest of his attack, and he's trying to set up the funnel here, but with the Town Hall right at the bottom of the base, yes, we do see the King and the Siege Barracks across to that side. Hybrid now coming in to try and drive straight to the Town Hall.
Yeah, the Hybrid's going to be moving straight into the single target Inferno. The P.E.K.K.A, the Wizards, helping set up this funnel. So now the Miners and Hogs have nowhere to go but towards this Town Hall, as long as the Town Hall does activate, while this Queen is clearing the whole top side of the base there. Beautiful job. Pops his King ability. He's going to grab the Wizard Tower and finds a Talsa farm down here at the bottom side. So that's going to be incredible value. Uses the 1 free spell, but now he needs to make his way to the Town Hall. Hogs come out of the Siege Barracks to help join in with the rest of the attack. Queen burns their ability. Get ready for the Grand War Internal Tome. Yes, he does perfectly time it, but the single target Inferno is locked onto the Royal Champion. He doesn't have a freeze. Needs to burn her ability to keep her alive here. Oh, yes.
I thought he was going to press it, Carbon.
Wow.
Like you said, that was incredibly close, but he gets through it with the single target Inferno down, the multi now falling. Surely Nova are getting their first 3-star in this attack.
Yes, the Royal Champion with her ability here pops. It takes out the mortar, the Tesla. Now the bomb tower goes down, and he has plenty of time to get this triple right here for the first triple for Nova here today. But HT Family's been doing amazing, and Nova gets the triple with the Hybrid. But I wonder what HT Family's going to be going in with this next attack. Banks, this has been an incredible war.
It has indeed. T-Top managing to secure the first triple for Nova Esports. Finally, it is on the board, and they should hopefully try and get the ball rolling. But Judo, are we about to witness HT Family put up a perfect war against the current reigning world champions, Nova Esports?
Well, it is certainly leaning that way. One more attack remains. If they can do this, they pull in Clash of Clans history. The defending world championships, the first world championships of Clash of Clans, the winners Nova, might be about to be perfect. Oh, just incredible.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. You don't see perfect wars all too often. They are rare, and they're just a sight to see. Everyone I know is sitting on the edge right now, waiting to see if HT Family can get it done right here in the qualifiers. And here we go. HT Family is going in with the... Oh, wait a second. We got another use of this Lightning and Earthquake here. He's going to send the Royal Champion, and her ability is going to help clear this single target Inferno. We saw it for the Dragon attack, and now we're going to see right here. There's the ability. Single goes down. Absolutely incredible. Going to come in with the rest of the Sui Lala with 2 skeleton spells here.
Beautiful stuff, and you now know at home that the Earthquake, Lightning, and Royal Champion ability will take down the single. A good start here. The Headhunters take down the enemy queen with the skeleton spells,
Wow.
Carbon. Beautiful use there. And with the Ice Golems taking the fire of the single target Inferno, the queen steps up. He uses the lightning onto the air sweeper. So much going on. How is he keeping track of this attack?
Unbelievable here. Look at that. He used the lightning to help damage and take out the Inferno. He used the 2 lightning to help take out the sweeper that's pointing up to 12 o'clock. He's going to have this poison spell to help clear the witches. This is not going to be a headhunter, so he should be able to get through it. Drops the poison here. Queen's got ability to help stay alive. And now we're going to see the Lalo come in from the top to be behind the sweeper. Burns the queen ability. CC is now gone. And now he's got the blimp that can fly all the way to this town hall. And with the walls touching the town hall, he could be safe to have sneaky goblins in there. But we just have to worry about a tornado trap. But this is looking fantastic so far.
He is taking all of the risks. It doesn't matter. They are moving through to the finals at this stage. He wants the perfect wall, sending the lava loon in towards the scatter shots first. He will be able to get them down quickly alongside the eagle. Still has the battle blimp left to go. This is incredible, Carbon.
Absolutely incredible. Now the only question is, did he lose? Oh, I wonder.
Oh, no.
Oh, I wonder if that was a disconnect from because he doesn't have the rest of the troops deployed. So he was not able to use the battle blimp to fly his way over. And oh, unfortunate. He did get the 1-star there, but he was not able to drop the rest of the troops. I just wish could have seen what it could have resulted in. I was like, oh, maybe he's waiting to use the blimp somewhere else. But since he didn't use it there over the scatter to help get that town hall down, and now it's just a matter of just these troops are going to finish up, get as much percent as possible, even though he's got a lot left. And oh man, just HT family, they just still, even though with this incredible war.
Incredible isn't even justifiable for what they have done here. Wow. We all seen the ring go around. I thought he might have been saving onto the battle blimp too. I wish we could have seen it because it looks so good. The attack started out perfectly. But like you said, Carbon, to even have this happen and win the war, because Nova cannot catch up at this stage. They could only get 12 stars. This is an incredible feat by HT Family Banks.
Man.
He's going to put them in the... Well, I mean, he's obviously put them in the driver's seat. They're going to clutch that one out. But even a DQ as well, that was quite a dicey maneuver right there. Because during that war, yes, it did show that they had 3 to 13 stars. They did, in fact, have 12. So they did need to secure that additional star, Carbon.
Yeah, man, it was just incredible just to see these attacks. And I know that Lightning Earthquake combination with the Royal Champion, you're going to be seeing it everywhere, especially in the pro scene now, because I haven't seen it before. This is the first time that HT Family's bringing it to light, but absolutely incredible. We're going to be seeing one attack here from Nova Esports coming in with the hybrid. Going to start off with this queen down south at 6 o'clock. Going to potentially try to help charge her into this town hall. Does have the 1 super wall breaker. Going to be curious to see if he's going to try to drop it right near this cannon or towards 6 to break up a little bit more of the wall opening, because they usually do that to help mess up queen pathing and the wall breaks. But he does have to use that free spell through the king and the queen ability, unfortunately, Judo.
It is not the start that one wanted. The Inferno Dragon on defense really doing a number on the Archer Queen there. And now we have the Lava Hound coming out as well. Where is the Archer Queen going, Carbon? She could go around the outside here.
Oh no, he needs this queen to go back to the town hall. He's gonna probably pop this king ability early, and he does, to help force this queen to the town hall. Luckily, this hound is going to slow this queen down, but hopefully the balloon does. Okay, I was worried that balloon could have activated the town hall with the death damage as it went near it, but the queen should hopefully walk to maybe the Tesla next, but she can definitely still walk to the left side, go back for this town hall, since the king cleared all that section there for the queen.
Well, a pretty good adaptation, you've got to say, with the Lava Hound holding up the Queen. One recognized that, sent in the Barbarian King, pressed the ability early to force the Queen back in towards the Town Hall. Now he can send in the Hybrid Carbon, and let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, the Hybrid's coming in right in that right side section where pops the Grand War Internal Tome right away here through the single, through the scatter, and the Eagle Artillery. There is a Bomb Tower, decides to use the Rage spell as well. He's pushing his way through the core, but the scatter shot's gonna be doing amazing. Oh my god, all the work here. The miners are getting whacked here. Drops the heal right there as well. The Hogs coming out of the Siege Barracks over on the right side, but now the scatter shot locks onto them as well. The Royal Champion is all the way over on the left, and everything's avoided that top side section over at 12, but that Queen, unfortunately, just gonna be the 2-star there for 1, and unfortunately not gonna be able to get it. But HT family coming away, the victorious here, coming away with an amazing attacks. Oh my god, just unbelievable.
It was indeed unbelievable. HT family, congratulations to them for advancing into the final. They will be going up against Nichang Dance. And there goes the loon floating across our screen right the way to us. What an incredible performance that was. I was so pumped during that as well. Look at that, 13 stars to 11, and even with a DQ for HT family. Unfortunately, the disconnect. 93.2% average there, Judo.
Just incredible. I don't think there's anything else we need to say. HT family have more than proved themselves here. We know that their squad has a ton of experience, but a recently formed clan, and they are moving into this qualifiers, meaning to win the whole thing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. The semi-finals are now over in this qualifier. Their consistency with their attacks is just what they needed there for HT family. They'll be going through to the finals later today. An excellent display of Clash of Clans knowledge in those attacks and adapting on the fly. This team is surprising us at every turn. So, winning that semi-final is a huge weight off their shoulders, but they need to shake that off and refocus because we have the most important war of the day inbound. But before we get to that, I'm going to hand you over to our resident expert who's going to break down one of the attacks. It's Carbon Finn at the Telestrator.
Thank you, Banks. Yes, I wanted to jump back into one of these attacks that we were seeing earlier, and it's going to be the Dragons. Using that first time, the Lightning with the Earthquake and Royal Champion. We're going to keep an eye out when that does happen, but he uses the Lightning spell in the very beginning here to take out the Sweeper, which was pointing at the 12 o'clock section. We saw Dragons being used quite a bit here, and we saw some triples coming in, but what does Fire do here? The biggest thing is he uses a minion here out on the outside, helps set a bit of a funnel to force these Dragons straight into the Town Hall as he's going to push his way through. The King, the Queen on this left side help set the additional funnel as these Dragons are going to be moving his way through. Does have the blimp as well to use, or remember, you can always switch these into blimps, into scatter shots, or into the Stone Slammers, I should say, but he pops the Grand Warden ability right there for the Dragons as he moves his way through, pops the King ability as well, and now the Queen is going to help clear a little bit of this as the Dragons are pushing their way through. But the biggest thing is going to be down here with the Lightning. Look at this. The Lightning and the Royal Champion ability is so quick to help take that single target Inferno down, because many times you send a Royal Champion into the section and the Royal Champion gets taken out so quick because of ground skellies. The single does so much work. As long as you set up those funnels to get the Dragons to move in, now you can think about using a potential Lightning and Earthquake to take out a single target Inferno or a little bit of a section for the Royal Champion to get a little bit more value. Absolutely incredible, and these Dragons are going to be able to help push their way to the bottom side. So it's very important to try your best to help set those funnels on 2 different sides for Dragons and to get those Dragons to move in for the Town Hall. And now I know for sure I will be using an attack just like this, using those Lightning spells in Royal Champion combination. Absolutely incredible. HT family teaching us how to do it. Hopefully you guys at home will learn a thing or two like I am here. Absolutely incredible. So man, I'm just can't wait for these wars. Banks, it's just been incredible to see.
At war. Now we have something very special for you now, and to help make it extra special with a howdy y'all that makes you all feel warm and fuzzy inside. It's Woody. Would you like to take us through what is going to happen as we lead up to today's final in this next match?
Howdy, y'all. Of course I will. We have got a show match today. We've got to set the stage for our grand final, so give us a moment on that. But in the meantime, Batang, the number 2 team from last month's the number 2 team to qualify for the World Finals is here. They're going to be going up against the ESL Masters Spain champions, Resistance.
Yeah, this is... Oof.
Carbon, I just want you to stress the importance for me of this matchup. What is at stake? Let's build some tension.
Yeah, what's at stake is kind of just the bragging rights. We're going to see these top teams competing. We saw Vitang put on an amazing show in last qualifiers, and now we want to see Resistance coming in and seeing what they can do as well. They want to represent coming in from the ESL Masters. They have been putting on an amazing show. Their players as well have been doing incredible, coming in with so many triples. It's just going to be a show here. Cannot wait.
Yeah, indeed. And Carbon, actually, I wanted to touch on this as well with you. From Qualifier 1, we saw the introduction of the new meta, so then Zapquake became such a vital part of everyone's attack. And now it seems like people have been designing, these clans have been designing their bases to defend against such attacks. So what kind of attacks are we seeing more of now? Obviously, we're seeing a lot of E-Drag attacks coming in. So has the meta shifted?
Yeah, I would say the meta is shifting because the bases are changing a little bit. A lot of times you're seeing those clan castles being moved to areas where you can't get that same lightning value, which means now you're going to have to use the lightning somewhere else in the base and take a poison spell, have to deal with the clan castle troops. But yes, like you mentioned, we've been seeing those E-Dragons being used so much more because of the chain value. Maybe they've been pushing some of those storages, chainable things into the core of these bases. Maybe the designs are changing. Multi-target Infernos help with those E-Drags for sure. But it's just a lot of times just what you can come up with. Hopefully your opponent has not been testing against it.
Yeah, well, there you go. There's so much to think about, isn't there? And Woody, I'd like you to touch on that war that just happened. How amazing was that performance by HT Family?
They beat Nova with one hand tied behind their back. We said you can't win with a four-man squad, but their first four players did more damage, got more stars than all five of Nova put together. It was a great war to watch, and I'm sure this next one will be too. The ESL Masters champions Resistance here on the left are all five specialists in air attacks. They're going to be defending first, though, against Keeb Zero of Batang.
Yeah, we're going to see Vitang coming in with this Queen charge into the Hogs, the standard Queen charge Hogs, not seeing any lightning spells, taking out this clan castle here initially to be able to deal, so the Queen doesn't have to deal with it or anything inside the core of the base. It was lurable there, so you don't typically see too many of that stuff. You tend to see maybe a toss of arm or something to tend to stop that. But now this Queen charging your way straight in, using the super wall breaker on the outside here to get into the single target Inferno. The raged up Queen trying to will she path in. Does have to freeze this single, and he does. Here comes the King to help clear a little bit of the trash here on the bottom side of the space. Queen's moving her way with one more super wall breaker to get deeper into the space. Can get some incredible value here, Woody.
Hail to the Chief! These heroes are getting some massive damage on the bottom side of the base, but the time has come now for the main stage of the attack. We're 1 minute in already and still focused on the bottom side. Archer Queen doing her best to survive with another raid spell to beef up those healers, but not going for the Town Hall right off the bat. We're going to have to get it above 51% in order for it to activate and be a target for these Hog Riders, Carbon.
Look at this. He's starting the Hogs, pops the ability early, all the way away from this Town Hall. He might switch it up to a wall. No, he's going to blimp to the Town Hall. He's going to fly into a sweeper and into this section where, the healers did kind of test this area for sinking air mines, but this blimp trying to charge all the way through the Hogs, pushing the way to the top side, does use that free spell, finds a tornado trap. Hopefully he's going to have enough to help take this tower down. Should hopefully with maybe sneaky goblins and something to help take it down, but the Hogs, are they going to have enough momentum to push to the top side here?
That'll blimp pops right over its intended target, but the Town Hall survives! What has just happened, Carbon? Keeb Zero from Batang has failed to get the second star from the Town Hall, and will need a heroic effort from something to get there!
Oh my goodness. Look at that. The Town Hall stays up with just a sliver of health left. I don't know what to take a look at what he had inside of his clan castle. Was not able to help take that down. The Queen is not. Oh man, Did he just have the hogs in there? And he didn't.
They had
decide
hogs,
not
but they just got hammered from a scatter shot right next to the Town Hall and that Giga Inferno.
Oh, I'm wondering why he didn't have sneaky yeah, well, no, he had 5 sneaky goblins in there. Oh, I know what happened. It was the hog riders that pulled the scatter shot to hit them, which also hits the sneaky goblin. So that's why it is super risky to go with anything other, like if you go there with ground like Yetis and sneaky goblins, because if a scatter shot is next to it, it will hit the hog riders, which in turn will splash and still hit the super goblins there, or the sneaky goblins. So that is super risky, and that's indeed what happened there. The Town Hall did not go down.
But Tang's pride is on the line. This is a World Finals qualified team. They were victorious in last month's event, but what are we witnessing? A 1-star from them? Resistance has the chance to claim the crown, a big pile of gems riding on this show match, and the opportunity to shove it in their opponents' faces. This is a team that we might be seeing more of.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be starting this attack off with that Battle Blimp, moving into the single token Inferno, pulls out the CC here, and single is down, taking out this section here very nicely, and the Lava Hound and the Headhunters, probably were Headhunters in there, and they are all gone. So now this Queen can actually charge her way to the bottom side, doesn't have to worry about really much of a CC other than this Hound here to help clear it. The cannon does go down to help assist this Queen so it doesn't lose as much health. Going to use this poison spell. We're going to see the Hybrid going to be moving in. If this Queen's going to make her way on the right side with 1 super wall breaker, we're going to have to send a Hybrid in for the top to go for this Town Hall here.
Meticulous analysis as always, Carbon. Capitan 99 from Resistance is one of the most versatile players on the team. He dominates with all troops, so that's why they decided to send him in with the Hybrid army. Resistance, well known for their air attacks, particularly Lava Loon, have decided to start off with a Hybrid army here, packing 1 party wizard to bring the boom. The cruising altitude for this Queen along the bottom side of this base is coming in below the radar set up by Younghun on defense, not detecting this huge hit, and she's going to tear through both an Inferno Tower and now the enemy Queen.
Yeah, the enemy Queen's going down. His Queen's getting tremendous value. Look at this. She's going to be able to reach the Eagle, the Scatter Shot, or the Bomb Tower. So much stuff over here for this Queen. Absolutely incredible. The King's going to move his way on the top side to help set this additional funnel for the miners to keep them inside the middle of the space here. Drops the rage for this Queen. Oh my goodness. Woody, look at this. This is an incredible value. The King actually joins up into the middle, so this top side's going to be a little bit vulnerable here. He's going to have to loop back around for it, but he's getting so much value. Drops that heal. The Town Hall is gone. It's just, there's not too much left here. Hopefully he just pushes his way through with a heal and freeze left.
I think he might have it. Still has another heal and that Royal Champ ability, and the last line of defenses are falling. Capitan 99 has forced his way through and found a weak point in Younghun's base. The #1 defender from Batang has got egg on his face. This Hybrid army will not be denied, and the cleanup is coming in clutch. 40 seconds left and still another balloon left to float over and send this army packing home.
Yeah, he's got those miners on the top side for cleanup. Royal Champion still has their ability, can use this balloon on the outside, potentially on the cannon. Pops the ability here, takes down some of these Teslas, finally uses a balloon on the cannon. With 20 seconds left, this Royal Champion should be able to help clean up these final buildings. And the ground skeletons are going to slow him down a little bit there. 13, 12, 11, and there we go. Gonna be the 3-star for Resistance. A beautiful hybrid attack right there, incredible. But man, Vitang with the 1-star banks. Did not expect that.
Well, yeah, indeed. Does Capitan 99 managing to secure that first triple? Definitely not feeling the pressure of the main stage right there. Soaring into the lead, and Vitang just need to shake off that first attack, that 1-star, and just come back out swinging. It's like we've already mentioned as well. These teams are not facing off for a golden ticket, nor for a $1 million prize pool, but for pride and gems. 10,000 gems to the winning clan and 5,000 gems to the losing clan. What a brilliant start, though. The first triple on the board, Woody.
Shining bright like a diamond. That's what we've come to expect from Vitang, but they have cracked and maybe shattered. Just 1 star to their name so far, and these next 4 attacks are really going to have to turn things around fast, but Lanzlotta might be the guy to do it. Arguably the MVP from this squad and one of the heaviest hitters on this Vatang lineup. He's brought 36 Hog Riders to hammer his way through. Metro from Resistance on defense with a base that is just begging for lightning and an earthquake right on top of the Town Hall. He misses the Clan Castle. He couldn't take it down.
Look at that. He also activated the Town Hall. I mean, a lot of times, yeah, they may tend to activate the Town Hall on purpose with the Hogs to help them go for it, but he missed that Clan Castle. That's going to be huge. So now it's going to come out, and he got no poison spell to deal with it. Oh my, if he managed to still somehow recover after this, that is going to be so impressive here. This king, he's going to move his way on the top side, does use the super wall breaker on the outside of this wall here into the bottom tower. The queen can step up the gap, the scatter shot, he gets some nice value, but this Clan Castle is coming out. He's going to have to deal with it. Oh no.
Forced to commit a huge set of his troops to deal with just the CC. He had already sent in spells to try to take care of it, but with a Lava Hound popping soon and a scatter shot and mortar firing away at the queen, she's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he does have to burn that queen ability here. The scatter shot's going to stay up, but these pups slowing this queen down way too much, and that scatter shot has no chance of going down here. He does drop the balloon here on the Wiz Tower to potentially distract it as these Hogs are going to go through. Is he going to drop them, the Hogs here? No, he's going to drop that blimp to help go for this Town Hall. And here comes the... oh, no. He finds one of the Seeking Air Mines. He's pushing his way through. He gets there. He's going to make it pop. Secret War Turtle Toba. Is the Town Hall going to go down? And yes, the Town Hall does go down. So he secures that. And oh, man, just that CC stopped those heroes on the top side.
Hey, Vatang can't take those Town Hall kills for granted. We've already seen in their first hit that they failed to get it once. Lanzlotta not going to let it happen again, but you are seeing on display here now, ladies and gentlemen, just how important that preparation is. Even one little tiny slip-up can result in a 3-star attempt coming down to just a 1-star fail. Lanzlotta is not going to let that happen to him again. With the 2 stars in hand, he's got to knock down as much as he can, but these Hogs, I mean, what can we really ask of them? They've been taking so much heavy pressure, splash damage, defenses firing away, and this Royal Champion holding on to her ability so late in the attack, not going to get to use it to knock down that Inferno Tower out back. Warden about to be burnt to a crisp, and this attack is finished with.
Yeah, that initial scatter shot that he wanted to take down with the heroes, that would have been incredible value for the heroes to take out. But the Hogs took too much damage from that top section. It was unfortunate. And man, Vatang coming in, it's just some of these small mistakes are costing them. Who knows if they were able to take that CC down or the Town Hall down on the first attack. It could be a completely different war. This could have been a completely different war, Woody.
Yeah, it's like watching dominoes fall or a butterfly effect. One little tiny perturbance at the beginning of a big series of events and a cataclysmic chain results in Vatang just collapsing under the weight of this huge army that they've built up for them. Having to send in the Barbarian King and the Archer Queen to take care of that Clan Castle was essential, though. A CC with any number of archers or witches or headhunters inside can deal a massive amount of damage to a raid that isn't designed to focus on them. That's what he brought that last time. Lanzlotta choosing to go heavy in the Hog Rider department with 36 of them. They will not target defending CC troops until every defending structure has been demolished. That left us with just a 2-star and another chance for Resistance to push their lead even further.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're seeing Christian coming in with the hybrid as well. Starting off with that blimp, we're going to see what type of value you can get. There's the raid spell to help clear this. Can he get to the single target Inferno? The Queen is in this top section, but we're going to be looking, coming in, and with Christian, he actually, in this last Clan War League, he went a perfect 7 for 7 up in Champs 1. That is super impressive. So I'm going to be expecting some big things here from his attack. Coming in with this hybrid, does have the Yeti potentially to use somewhere to funnel if he so chooses.
Archer Queen looking happy out back, but has already lost one of her healers to that little Tesla farm. Friesen's going to get an early stab at some defenses that he might not have planned on finding, but gets some good value from nonetheless. Archer Queen has got an opening in that wall compartment up at the top side of the base, so she should be able to path down into the town hall afterwards and focus on some enemy heroes. Those healers taking a lot of punishment, though, with another Seeking Air Mine popping out. And another one! Knock him down! Where were the coconut balloons, Krizan?
Oh man, all these Seeking Air Mines wrecking the healers here of the Queen. And maybe he tried to get a little bit more set of a funnel set so the Queen can go for the Town Hall. But oh my god, look at all these headhunters. Oh, this is a CC full of headhunters. That's going to be so hard to get through unless this King and these barbs can help clear them. But wow, now he's got the hybrid, but the Queen, she's going for the Town Hall, but can she take it down? She doesn't have her ability. He does have to use the freeze spell here, Woody.
Oh no, and she refocuses onto the defending troops out bottom, still finds her way to get that first star for Krizan, and now come the Hogs and Miners, making their way toward the right side corner. They've done a good job taking out most of the Inferno towers so far, but that one single still standing in the bottom compartment could be trouble for this Queen. She doesn't have any more ability or healers to back her up, so she's got to stay nice and dry away from that. A heal spell in an extremely awkward spot, way far away from the bulk of the Miners and Hogs in there. Kind of pre-fired, but I don't know if they're going to be able to benefit much from it, Carbon.
Yeah, he's got one heal left here, but look at this. 2 scatters. The enemy Queen and the Eagle Artillery are still standing here on the space. And he pops that Royal Champion ability here, but the Eagle Artillery going to do way too much damage here. He's going to try to find one spot to drop this Party Wizard to help grab a little bit more percentage. But unfortunately, the Queen and all those Seeking Air Mines just did so much damage to his healers.
Like a doctor who doesn't understand triage, those heals were out of the right spot, and Krizan is going to be left with just a 2-star in the 80% now. Tries to get a bit of more damage done out on the outer edge, but I think that he really ran into a lot more trouble than he expected on that right side corner, Carbon.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks. We've been seeing some of these attacks, and that one unfortunately fell short, but we're going to have to see if Vatang can make a comeback here.
Well, yes, indeed. Vatang not really seeming like the Vatang that we saw in the second qualifier, just lacking that oomph, or maybe they've taken a back seat and just decided to let things chill a little bit before ramping up their practice in leading into the World Finals. I mean, what do you think about that, Woody?
I don't think that any team is going to come onto a big stage like this without having some measure of preparation, but I think that you might be right about the fact that because the golden ticket is already in their pockets, Vatang know that they don't have to put out their best show of all time, but they may have underestimated Resistance, a squad that has become champions of ESL Masters Spain and has been on an absolute tear through so many high-level competitions, winning them back to back to back. They have got their work cut out for them for the next 3 attacks, and maybe Younghun can get the job done, but wow, what a show so far, and a big lead for Resistance, 5-3 on the scoreline, hot off a triple that they picked up early on, and a 1-star that they were able to defend against Vatang.
Yeah, we're going to see these Super Witches being used, and I'm curious, is this the first Super Witches that we're seeing all qualifiers? Because I don't think I remember seeing any earlier in the matches, even though this is the show match here. But we're gonna have to see. Finds a little bit of a Tesla farm over to the right side with the King. Does decide to drop a Super Witch over there. The Super Witch takes a little bit of time to spawn that big boy. Remember, if you can keep those Super Witches up and healthy, they just take forever to take out. Now he's gonna charge his way straight into this Town Hall. He's going to pop this one ability early to protect that wall record and make it all the way to the Town Hall. There's the raid spell. Pops it. Yes, he's going to try to get there, but now he can reach 2 scatter shots here in this charge, Woody.
Siege Machines do not benefit from Rage, so that was there to help boost the other troops that are behind it. He does crack through the last layer of walls, and that will be enough to tear the Town Hall apart. And you're right, Carbon, it looks like Vatang is playing the July meta still, bringing these Super Witches when we've seen all other players in this qualifier switch to just regular mass witches. So many open holes in these compartments that Resistance has allowed Younghun into, but I don't know if he's got enough bulk out in front to protect them. You see that right side witch up there at the top already getting fired upon by the Expo. She'll go down, and that means that we just have one little cluster of forces still remaining in the middle.
Yeah, but now we got the bats deployed. They're going to be responsible for clearing this whole top section. The Ice Golem did some fantastic work. He's got 3 freezes. The World Champion's going to take out this Wiz Tower. These bats are going to move straight into this Eagle Artillery. This is actually looking fantastic here. These bats are coming in clutch with these freeze spells. Look at this, Woody. We're going to see our first 3-star from Viteng. Finally, beautiful attack here with the Super Witches, showing how to break down this base to get that value and use the perfect troops and timing to protect those bats. And now he can swag that freeze, Baby Dragon for a cleanup, and this is going to be a beautiful 3-star.
Hey, maybe the July meta is the right meta. Younghun taking these Super Witches back on task and swagging that Archer Queen ability at the end there. A dominant showing, and right when Viteng needed it most. They're still going to have a pretty big deficit up against Resistance, but hey, at least they are back in the fight now with 6 stars total off their first 3 attacks.
Absolutely. That was a gorgeous attack there using the Super Witches. The key to any attack, just like that with Super Witches, is getting them into the middle, but using that Warden ability to protect that wall record to make it all the way to the Town Hall. And that's exactly what he did in the beginning of that. Helped grab that, but he noticed he was able to grab the Town Hall, 2 scatter shots, ton of value through that initial charge, and then the Royal Champion and the bats cleared so much on the top side. Absolutely perfect attack for the base.
Well, speaking of perfect attacks, we've seen those from Resistance before. The air attack specialists have got 3 more bases left to go after, and Lance Lotta will be the next target. Filippi is the guy to do it. He went 3 for 3 in the finals of ESL Masters, so don't expect anything less than the best from him. This base has got the Inferno Towers relatively clustered in the middle, and 2 sweepers facing opposite angles along that inside. Maybe that could be a spot for him to drop those lightning spells. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe he drops him onto that, or the Queen and one of the, yes, the Queen, one of the supers, and the Scatter Shot. So now he's going to drop 2 more onto the top Inferno, and the Scatter Shot, he drops the Earthquake, and down it goes. So now he can send the heroes up top, because he does have the 1 poison spell. Look at this, drops the Giants, pulls out the Archers, set a Witch as well, Goblins. Gonna have to end some headhunters. Can help clear this, and sometimes it's not too bad to actually use like a Valkyrie potentially, but 1 poison should do plenty of work here. Beautiful job at identifying that. You get so much value with luring the CC and then the poison right there.
Yeah, so often we're forced to drop an Archer Queen as our kill squad, but this time Filippi realized that he had another way of doing it. He can hold on to that hero for another crucial target, sending in a Party Wizard to back up his support on the top, finish off the CC, and get the rest of the pull there. But wow, there's still 2 headhunters in there.
He didn't pull out the full CC. The Royal Champion, no! The Royal Champion just barely got her ability off. That was close. It is always super risky right there if you have to charge the RC through a headhunter. King's gonna move his way in. Can these barbarians protect the Queen a little bit so she doesn't get hit by the Inferno Beams of the Town Hall? It's looking solid here. She's gonna burn her ability, gonna take the Town Hall down here and an air defense. Let's see, now he's gonna set up the lava portion. Does have this Stone Slammer to move in. The Hound is coming on the top side. Finds a million Seek. There's a ton of Seek. Oh my goodness! Look at all these Seeking hair mines up here, Woody.
Boom, bang, bash, throw the Lava Hounds in the trash. Filippi's offense has been dismantled by a perfect read from Lance Lotta. He might have lost one of those air sweepers in the core, but he has still got a lot left to fire up on the skies, like flat cannons denying those aerial assault. Filippi has just barely got that first star and is caught in a tornado in the center. The Eye of the Hurricane is no safe place for Resistance, as 3 stars seems very unlikely. Maybe he could still pull it off, though. This Stone Slammer could provide some coverage for these balloons, and I don't see any air defenses. What chances has he got, Carbon?
Well, the Stone Slammer can come up clutch, but this Eagle Artillery locked onto those loons to the right. It's going to do so much damage, and down they go. But the Grand Warden, hang on. Wait, Warden, oh no, the Warden. The single gets locked down. Locked onto the Stone Slammer, but it moves out of range here. But he's only got 25 seconds left here in the raid, Woody. It's going to have to somehow, so we got some storages here on the left side. Storages on the right everywhere. And unfortunately, if anything, time would be the issue.
isn't going to reach 3 stars this time, but will make it even harder for Vatang to catch up on percentage, getting that 2-star and approaching 90% now. Vatang has really got to get some more stars on the board if they're going to compete with a resistance squad that has not yet let up any pressure. Nice job to him there, Banks.
Yes, exactly. 90% 2-star, a solid attempt, but Vatang have kind of been held a little bit of given a little bit of a lifeline here. With that triple up on the board, now is their chance to keep pushing, trying to get those triples, try and push through, and now we have a war on our hands. An unfortunate opener from Vatang, but still got that high percentage. So now it's just about the stars that they need to concentrate on, Carbon.
Absolutely. Vatang knows that one star is so critical. You have to not only make the comeback on to get those extra triples, but you have to change your mindset and not let that bring you down. But Diff starting off with the lightning spells here to take out that clan castle. Look at all this value that he took out all the way in the core, and he's coming in with the Lalo. But look at this, we're seeing a golem being used as well to help charge into the enemy queen. The eagle, the scatter shot finds a task form. This is loaded down here, just absolute amazing value if the queen can get all this.
What a wild choice from Diff to bring a golem instead of healers for this queen. That's going to give a lot of tanking for this hero out in front, but the scatter shot's already locked onto the queen, and that's a really key defense for Kapita to be able to claim. Forces out the Archer Queen ability, and she needs to go for the eagle right now. She gets the lock, starts to pop. She's distracted. Can she get any action in? Fire away! No, it doesn't go down. Requires a royal champion as well, Carbon.
Yeah, the Royal Champion's going to have to clear this right side. I wonder if he wanted to use her on some different location. But the Stone Slammer, I would say, he's still got a beautiful value. If I got this value here from the start of any Zap Lalo, it would be looking fantastic here. Now what's going to come down is going to be the timing of the Warden ability with the Town Hall. He's going to have to freeze. Oh, he freezes the Town Hall here, but I wonder if he would be able to freeze maybe the air fence as well. Might have been just a bit too far, but the Grand Warden's moving in. He's got to burn his ability, and there it is. Protects all of those perfectly. The Hounds are coming in. The last one on the top side, but the scatter shot's going to be the biggest threat here. He can freeze. He can haste his way through. The Lava Hound's tanking. There's the freeze on the back end. Air defense and scatter. This is looking fantastic here, Woody.
The scatter shot can't fire on any target that's right on top of it, and that's where those balloons are. Drop the bomb, and Diff has done it. There's no defenses left for this base, and over a minute remaining for cleanup. But Tang are gonna get another triple. You can never count out a squad this dominant in Clash of Clans.
Absolutely beautiful attack here from Diff of Vatang. Now imagine if they didn't get that 1-star. It's just the Hog Riders in the very beginning of the 1-star, just the sneaky goblins didn't grab that Town Hall. Could have been a completely different story here in this war. But Vatang, with this next triple, they're going to be bringing it back. If Resistance are not able to get a 3-star, it's going to be all tied up on stars, and it's going to be coming down to these final attacks here, Woody.
It's the return of the king. Diff from Vatang has given his team another chance, but at what cost does all this power come from? Resistance, the aerial masters have got to be questioning whether that dominance can hold against a squad that can take a 1-star and then back it up with triple after triple. They've got 9 on the board right now and are leading in overall destruction percentage. Resistance have got their work cut out for them, but Bonato might be the man with the plan. A Brazilian, he doesn't speak the same language even as the rest of the squad, but his play makes him so important for the team. Let's see if he can bring in these 10 dragons and the 6 bat spells for a huge aerial showdown.
Yeah, deciding to send in the Royal Champion here. Drone! No, he drops a rage spell instead of the freeze there. Oh, wait a second. He pops the RC ability. He is not going to be able to take that single target Inferno down. How unfortunate. So now he's going to have 1 less rage for the dragons, and that single target Inferno is still standing.
Absolutely inexcusable. Bonato with the misclick has just thrown away his shot to take out that single target Inferno, such a crucial target, especially for a mass drag raid. They move really slowly and need those high damage defenses to be neutralized before they get within range. He's got a rage spell and still has 6 bats, which have no problem at all with single target Infernos, but what sort of angle can he take on this base to make sure that he doesn't get flat on his face, Carbon?
Yeah, he's gonna have to send these dragons straight from 3 o'clock into this Eagle artillery, and maybe he saves the blimp to go in for the town hall because the pathing is not ideal here. These dragons could split in 2 different directions, with one sweeper up at 12, pointing down to 6, gonna push everything back. Yes, he does decide to use that blimp for the town hall. And he's going to have to pop this Grand Warden ability, try to pop it as late as possible so that he can get all the value he needs. Pops it right there, but he finds the tornado trap. He should be... Oh, he finds some more traps here as well. There's the rage spell, but the blimp should be able to make it to the town hall with 6 bats still to use here.
Those traps spun around and hit the blimp only after the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome had worn off. We see a couple of headhunters coming out of the CC. That was real dangerous for the Grand Warden, but the dragons will protect him from the skies. They're flying in! Bonato drops the bat spells, and we've got big, heavy dragons backing him up too. This is going to be a lot of firepower dumped onto the left corner, but Tang's defenses have got 43 seconds left. Hold the line!
Yeah, those bats, unfortunately, got taken out, and he was unable to help grab that wizard title with the Royal Champion. Not able to take that single target Inferno. She could have got some more value down south, potentially, if that single went down, and it could have been a completely different raid here, which is unfortunate. Now there's the Tassa Farm, even the enemy queen in air defense on the backside where he's going to finish off on, and this is going to be the lower percentage 2-star. It's exactly what Vatang needed to make this comeback.
Resistance talks a big game, but Diff says, hold your tongue, lad. You haven't seen nothing yet. This defense, the best we've seen so far this war, except for the 1-star fail earlier. But 79% 2-star from Resistance means Vatang is now ahead, Banks.
Yes, indeed. It's at 79% 2-star by Resistance. Exactly. Vatang have slithered ahead with their percentage, and the stars are now level. This is the war that we came here to see. What an incredible show match that we are seeing so far, and I will happily eat my words from earlier when I said that Vatang did not come prepared, because they certainly did. They just got off to a slow start, Carbon.
Absolutely. Just the smallest thing made the difference in Vatang's very first attack. But they are keeping their composure. They are showing why they gotten that golden ticket from the second qualifiers, and they're trying to put on a show to make this comeback here, even though they put up the 1-star to start it off. But here we have Warning coming in with the Yeti Bobat. This is the standard Yeti Bobat we have seen. Not too much of it here in the qualifiers, but we've been seeing so much of the lightning here, and decided not to use lightning spells, and does have the 1 jump, setting up the funnel here with this Grand Warden to grab as much value as possible. Remember, he's going to be charging into this Eagle artillery to start off this raid. It looks like here. That's incredible value to take it down early, Woody.
This is a highly compacted base. I might have even liked to see E-Drags go after this one. They're so close together that Chain Lightning could have gotten the job done. But at the same point, bowlers do some massive splash damage if they're able to bounce those rocks over the walls and hit additional targets behind them. That's the thinking behind this Yeti Smash strat that Warning has brought here. He's already over a minute in and finally gets those troops deployed. I'm more worried about a time fail now than them actually falling to these defenses. They're going to have an easy shot at the multi-target Inferno and this scatter shot at the top side of the base, and this corner is just being flattened. Warning sends in the battle blimp to go directly for the town hall, a jump spell to get these troops right back on target, but he's been holding on to this Warden ability for so long, Carbon.
Yeah, he saved that Warden ability. The blimp finds the tornado trap here, finds the sinking air mine. Can the blimp continue to push his way through? The Eagle's about to go down here over on the right side of the blimp. No, the blimp did not make it to the town hall. The sinking air mines, the tornado trap stalled it up right there, so it's going to stay up. Now he's going to have to rely on this queen, taking the jump spell, making it all the way to the town hall. There's a freeze spell. Beautiful freeze. He absolutely needed that here. Here comes the bats on the right side. Ice Golem to protect it, but now can this queen clutch up the town hall? Will she go there? But the Royal Champion's gonna go down. No!
Oh!
Another one?
He's out for the scatter shot, finds an Inferno. She can't make her way to the town hall. The one building you had to go for, Queenie. Warning from Vatang will find the same result as his teammate. And they are slipping back down. Their last hit, their one more shot on the board is leaving them below average. Only 10 stars, Carbon, and Resistance with victory in their hands. Can they squeeze 2 more out of them?
Man, Vatang just making those mental mistakes. Easily could have had 12 stars here in this war, but those 2 1 stars just holding them back. First one didn't get the town with the sneak goblins. The second 1 star with that blimp didn't make it all the way to the town hall. It's just the base was designed great there with the tornado trap trying to be placed so that potentially if attack something like that came in to stop the blimp from making it all the way to the town hall. It's just Vatang just hitting these road bumps there, just not getting it, and just not their best performance here, Woody.
Vatang like, no, you can't stop my forces. And Resistance like, haha, battle blimp go brrr. Metuo from Resistance will be here to deliver the final blow. All he needs is a 2-star. That'll get them the 11 stars and the advantage over a Worlds qualified team. Vatang, the ESL Masters Spain champions, Resistance, have got a big name building up even more fame off of this amazing show match. We have seen some of the toughest clashing of all year in this August qualifier, Carbon. Tee us off for this last hit.
Yes, absolutely. Starting it off here on this left side. After that laning, got some nice value with that clan castle. The heroes are going to charge straight into the single target in front. Look at that ice golem freezing, and that super wall breaker is going to open this compartment. Now the king can help grab that scatter shot. But the question is, this queen needs to go in for the enemy queen, but the king can potentially grab it if he goes through. There's the free spell, and he's got the king ability as well to use here.
Charging through with an iron fist, he smashes the fences and will leave Resistance in a strong spot here. Nice early dive by them. 2 Lava Hounds will support this 27 balloon backbone of an aerial army. Metuo from Resistance also picked up 3-4-3 in the final of ESL Masters, so he is no stranger to showing that big performance right when his team needs it the most. He's gonna have no difficulty at all passing the 50% mark of overall damage, so it's all a question of whether this town hall's going down, and down it will go. Balloons path directly over, and there's no way to stop such a devastating show. Boom goes the dynamite, and Metuo's done it. Victory for Resistance.
And there is the world champion coming in on the right side. Stone Slammer moving into the single target Inferno down south. He's still trying to push his way through the core to help get all this value, but unfortunately he's out of spells now. These balloons have taken quite a bit of damage. The dragon's getting hit by this air defense. The world champion still has her Seeking Shield to use. Can she be able to do it with a single target Inferno down south? It's going to be a huge problem. He pops the ability finally now. This Archer Tower's got like next to no health. He needs a path straight to the single, but unfortunately the single locks onto the RC here, Woody.
He's got 99 problems, and this Inferno sure is one of them. But with those balloons out in front to insulate, the Grand Warden should be safe. Life Aura protecting them as best they can, as only 2 Archer Towers remain to fire on the skies. I'm worried that he's going to run out of time, though. These guys don't have it in them to get enough damage on this base. Metuo aiming for 3, but gonna go home happy with just the dubs. Putting that 2 on the board will get a win in the Resistance column, earning them 10,000 gems. What a huge pickup for a Spanish squad that hasn't qualified for Worlds like Vatang has, but has shown that they can go toe-to-toe with the best and kick them out when it matters most.
Metuo carrying Resistance across the line with a 90% 2-star to clutch up the victory for our show match. They will be receiving 10,000 gems, and a nice little consolation prize of 5,000 gems will be going to the guys from Vatang. What a wicked match we just saw. Look at that cool guy just floating across our screen with that Resistance flag. What an amazing match that was, and a show match. I mean, Does it get better than that right there, Carbon? Look how tight that was on percentage and stars.
Yeah, it's just so close right there to think that Fatang got 2 triples and 2 1-stars. Fatang could have easily changed this war up with getting those 2 2-stars. It was just unfortunate that they were not able to get it there. But Resistance coming in, showing why they deserved what they got and winning the ESL Masters. Man, it was just a performance here for Resistance. Great job in this war.
It was a
Tang put up
fantastic
2
performance.
triples, but they forgot the 2 most important rules of winning Clash of Clans: consistency and consistency.
Yes, exactly. A brilliant showcase of skill level. Just reminded our viewers why they are such a respected clan. And we definitely need to break down that last war, though. So, who better than Carbon Finn at the Telestrator?
Thank you, Banks. Yes, we're going to jump back straight into this war, and we're going to take a look at one of Fatang's triples here. Yes, they did not win this war, but we want to look at the Super Witches. We haven't seen really any Super Witches being used here in the qualifiers. And what does he decide to do here? Well, a lot of times you're going to start off with the Grand Warden Walk. You tend not to use all of the healers right on the Warden, and he's going to use it right on this bottom side, right down here. This Grand Warden can help grab quite a bit of value right down here, and then you could save some healers to move in with the Super Witches and the King. And what you want to try to do your best is when you use the Wall Wrecker, you want to focus your Warden Eternal Tome for the Wall Wrecker to make it as far and deep into the base. But what he notices here in the middle of the base is there's 2 scatter shots right next to each other near that town hall. So he can get incredible value with taking out splash damage, because then where's the rest of the splash? Well, we got some wizard towers up top. Here comes the King to help clear this right side with a Super Witch to help grab this area. So now that he sets up this funnel, he can charge his way straight into the town hall section and grab that value. Absolutely beautiful. But then what is he going to use to protect those bats? He's got an Ice Golem and the Royal Champion. That's his plan for the last 2 splash damage defenses on the top side. Pops that Grand Warden Eternal Tome nice and early for that Wall Wrecker so he can push his way straight into this town hall through all of that damage, and then there's the next rage spells. So you see how these rage spells are touching one another. That's what you really want to try to focus on. Keep those healers under rage as they're moving into these defenses, and now he can set up the funnel for these bats to move his way into this top side as he pushes his way through here. It's very, very important to try to find ways to distract all the splash here, and that's exactly what he does. He distracts that wizard tower up top to protect the bats, because if you can distract that wizard tower and not have to use the free spell, then you're getting incredible value. And now the other wizard tower is going to be distracted by what? The Royal Champion. So now he doesn't have to use a free spell on that wizard tower, as these bats are going to be flying straight in for this Eagle Artillery. And what's the last wizard tower going to be used to distract? Well, that is going to be the free spell locations. So this is how you can plan out these bases, is the Warden to start it off, King to help set a bit of a funnel, send those Super Witches straight to the Town Hall, focus your Warden ability on that Wall Wrecker to get to the Town Hall, get the value, and then you just got to find ways to distract the splash damage for the bats on the top side. Absolutely incredible attacks we saw here in this war. Unfortunately, Fatang was not able to get the victory here because of those 1-stars, but we have a showcase here for you in the next one, the grand finals match that is going to be coming between Nishan Dance and HT Family. Let's take a look at the recap here from the World Championship of last year.
Thank you so much, Carbon, for breaking down that attack. And I think you know what time it is. The moment we've all been waiting for, the culmination of this third qualifier. And who better to carry the flaming torch over the finish line than Judo Sloth. Welcome back to the desk, Judo. So we're going to be able to take a quick look at the average destruction on our screens from each player. Who do you think has the capability to join alternate attacks and Vatang in the World Finals?
Well, this one is going to be one fantastic match. Nishan Dance did beat HT Family earlier on in the tournament, but you've got to say, with the performance of HT Family in their recent matches, I think they are out for revenge.
And Woody, who do you feel has the nerve or the experience to catch this win?
Well, I gotta say, Jinmu, he's got a perfect war setup so far. I do have to give a little bit of a bump for Nishang Dance, though, because they advanced through the upper bracket. They had one war less than HT Family. That might be the reason why their stats look a little bit smaller on that first screen. They have still been undefeated and have got a great chance at becoming the winners of this round. Look, we had 8 teams of mere mortals enter this tournament at the beginning of the weekend, but they will receive elevation with the pure elation of domination to become golden gods. This grand final between Nishang Dance and HT Family is the last war of the month, and one team of 5 will move on to the World Finals. $1 million prize pool on the line. I want to see gamma rays. I want to hear X-rays. I want to smell dark matter. Give us that cosmic blast we've waited so long for, Hilo.
Well, here he comes. He has used the E-Drags throughout all of his attacks, but feels he wants to switch it up now, Woody. This base is incredibly spread out, so definitely difficult for the Electro Dragons. A comfortable start here, driving the Archer Queen in towards the bottom of the base. And I think he's just trying to set up pathing, ready for his Lava Loon to come in and send this base smashing into the ground.
Single target Inferno setup on defense, knocked apart by the Royal Champion's shield. Great idea using her early on there, but the enemy hero will still stand tall. Hilo has got a little bit more work left to do on that left side corner if he's going to deal with that really crucial air targeting defender. He's got a few minions to back up this Lava Loon push, but I don't know, maybe he can get a lucky balloon to drop on her? That's going to really worry me for this Lava Loon push.
Yes, and the Headhunters have been very successfully dealt with due to the poison spell. Had to get that down in order to protect the Grand Warden, who moves forward with the balloons. They are charging forward. The Battle Blimp is getting to the Town Hall. We will be seeing the Warden's ability momentarily. The Skeleton spell should be dropping onto the Archer Queen, and we are flying through this base, Woody. What a start by Hilo of HT Family.
Runs right up to Unique and garrots him. Left rotting in the field now. The crater smoking in the center of this base is left with nothing on defense. Hilo has done it. With a minute left for cleanup, there's no doubt in my mind that this is going to be the first 3-star of our grand finals, but not the last.
The Archer Queen on defense, trying her best to take down each and every one of the balloons, but the dragon comes across, takes her down, secures the 3 stars from HT Family. Exactly what we wanted from this final.
The ripping and the tearing has only just begun. These men are made of bone and sinew, but they're about to snap. What a cracked performance from Hilo of HT Family. The skies have darkened once again on this doom-filled day. Balloons getting that beautiful life aura from the Grand Warden to keep them golden high in the sky. Impregnable offenses from them, protected from all defenses whatsoever. But Nishang Bats are moving in next. What have they got to show for it? Lei Fang brings in the Yeti Smash.
He will be trying his best. He needs to get a 3-star. They cannot slip up to HT Family. We have seen in their previous 2 wars, they have got 3-star after 3-star kicking off the war, and Nishan Dance cannot afford to fall behind this quickly. The Battle Blimp will help to take down the Town Hall with the sneaky goblins, but the Archer Queen is getting very low on health, Woody. He does manage to get through that, and definitely a scary start for Nishan Dance.
World Finals qualification hangs in the balance, and their card is coming up declined. Helo's defenses have been ripped apart in the bottom corner of the base as Lei Feng will charge through with both his Archer Queen and his Grand Warden. He's backing up this ground-based attack with a jump spell and 4 rages. That is gonna be a maddening force to handle. A scatter shot in the top right corner and top left are sandwiching an Eagle Artillery, which has now just activated. It starts to rain down hellfire on these attackers, but will the doom come to an end? Can Lei Feng make it to the middle and still stand tall?
He wants to hit it right through the center. 4 rage spells will help to power the Yetis and the Bowlers directly through, take out the scatter shots and the Eagle. And Lei Feng is well on his way, but the Eagle Artillery definitely has another thing in mind as it slams down into the Yetis and the Bowlers. He's trying his best to move through and just get to it, but skeleton traps continue to distract him. They manage to punch through the wall, and with the jump spell in position, he could indeed get the back end scatter shot, and this will look a whole lot better, Woody.
The weight of so many months of preparation crashing down, the collapse of all possibilities showing us right here and now whether Lei Feng has got the guts to tear this base down. He's only got 53 seconds left, but he's rounding the corner to the last side. This Royal Champion and Archer Queen still have their abilities left. That is going to be the ace in the hole. All the healers are down. He's got everything he'll have left on the board already. Lei Feng tosses the shield. Warden locks the Inferno Tower. Royal Champion tears it apart. I think he's done it, Judo. 30 seconds for cleanup, and we still have 3 stars from both clans.
This is exactly what he had his eyes set on. The 3 stars, the response, put the pressure back onto HT family. Nishang Dance came out on top the first time around when they matched earlier on in the qualifier, and they want to do exactly the same now, Banks.
Yes, both teams come out swinging. 2 triples on the board. This is how we wanted the final of qualifier number 3 to go, Woody.
That's exactly right. Take a look at this replay now as we get another chance to see the entry into this base. Not just knocking, but busting the door down and hopping over every layer of walls set up on the back end to try to protect those crucial defenses. Scatter shots have been demolished, and Lei Feng from Nishang Dance has kept pace against an HT family squad that fell against them in the group stage. It was actually a pretty surprising defeat. 13 stars for Nishang to HT family's 11. But as we've seen before in the Saturday matches and during playoffs, revenge is a dish best served cold, and HT family have rung the bell. They're ready to bring it in. Fire is the next attacker for their squad. Bring in the heat.
He tears apart the inside of the base already with a scatter shot down, a sweeper down, and the battle blimp in towards the town hall does get caught on the tornado trap. But fortunately, the balloons will be right on top with the dragon. They will take that down, and Fire can breathe a sigh of relief as the town hall goes down. We saw from the attacks in the previous show match how important it is to get the town hall early on, and Fire does exactly that, Woody.
Usroda! The Dragon Master is back in action. Fire has brought 10 of them to this raid with an Electro and a Baby Dragon just to show off his versatility, and will start to funnel along the outside to make sure those dragons stay right on target in the core of the base. He's got another rage spell and a freeze to bring against those Infernos, and there he uses it right now. Eternal Tome to protect them from the Inferno Tower, and there he goes! Conflagration! This base is getting torn apart, burned down, razed and blazed by fire.
Air bombs are going off left, right, and center, trying his best, Lei Feng, on defense to take down the dragons, but it doesn't look like it's enough for the almighty Fire. This is the exact composition, almost a picture-perfect attack of how he tore apart Nova's base in the previous war, and as the dragons soldier on, the only defense that could take them down is the air defense, but the Queen still has her ability.
I think this is in the bag. A wildfire roaring through the countryside. This is not a slow burn. This is absolute destruction for Fire. Great job picking apart this base and recognizing exactly what he needed to bring here. Perfect use of those lightning and earthquake spells early on to neutralize key defenses. And look how much of an army he still has left. Look how much time. Fire works quickly, and this was not a candle. This was a lantern burning in the dark. HT Family's future is still bright.
We expected nothing less from the qualifier finals. Both of these teams have battled all weekend to get to this stage. Nishang Dance knocking HT Family into the lower bracket, but HT Family were not finished. They have torn apart each of their opponents, getting 3 stars after 3 stars, and that is exactly what they are doing in this war as well, Woody.
Shining luminescence from Nishang Dance. The terror in the dark is back to storm their way through. It's Su. He hasn't put up the 3-star yet, but we've seen consistently high percentage 2s, and he's ready to finally give us that last performance of the day to show us that he is a big member of this team, contributing to their World Finals qualification. An early stab at the bottom left compartment there brings a battle blip to bear and will knock apart quite a few important defenses, pulling the CC out as well. It's got a Lava Hound and Inferno Dragon in it.
He also sets the funnel, Woody, because the Archer Queen will now walk directly around clockwise, which is exactly what he wants. The Royal Champion was standing there ready for his Archer Queen to take out, but she moves back across. Will she take that out? It is a crucial hero to take out, the defending hero, and Su is just patiently waiting, allowing his Archer Queen to slowly take this area of the base. He has to pick his timing correctly here in order to get the troops to go exactly where he wants.
Yo ho, me land lovers, your eyes do not deceive you. That is a brand new skin on that Archer Queen. The pirate is here for the booty, ready to crack it open and get deep into the loot at store for this base. And it's not just elixir and gold on the line, but $1 million prize pool for the World Finals. A multi-target Inferno locking the Queen is no trouble at all. She'll pop it down and the Royal Champion next to her, but she's already lost a couple healers out the backside. Seeking Air Mines deal a ton of damage to them, and air bombs exploding are going to be even more splash damage to have to contend with, Judo.
Oh yes, and the super wall breaker went for the wrong wall. Su wanted it into the inside to allow the Queen towards the Eagle and the multi. The multi-target Inferno has taken out the healers, so that is pretty much good night for the Queen as the Hog Riders and Miners come through the other side of the base, but the Eagle artillery, still out of sight, will be raining down fire and might be what ICU needs in order to get the defense.
Eagle plus Archer Queen equals dead hogs. I'm smelling a lot of burning bacon out here, Judo. Sprung off the map, those miners thought they were safe underground, but there is nothing to stop ICU's defenses. That big setup in the top left corner, exactly what he needs to repel Su and bounce him back to the drawing board.
Wait a second. He's still got a little bit of a push. If only the Queen had got into that compartment, this would have most certainly been a 3-star. The Eagle artillery is what is the difference maker. Heartbreak for Su of Nishang Dance. Miners are still pushing through the base, but they are very low on health. If they could get into the inside radius of the Eagle artillery, they might still get it. But with 10 seconds, it's only going to be the percentage. Wow, what a start to this war, but it will be HT Family that take the advantage, Banks.
Yes, if any of the previous wars are to go by from today, that could be the difference maker right there. Still an incredibly high percentage 2-star attack, but you know what? It might not be enough. HT Family have the opportunity to run away with the lead right now, Woody.
I've got numbers flashing in front of my face, equations blazing through my mind, trying to calculate how much time is left in this attack, and Sue is doing that on an even exponentially higher level. You know how tight this war is when even with a 2-star, Nishong Dance is only 2% behind HT Family. Jinmu will be the next attacker. He's brought 8 dragons. We've seen them get the job done before, even in this war. Can they knock it apart in this next hit with a clone spell? First time we've seen that this month so far, Judo.
HT Family continue to surprise us, and they are showcasing us why they deserve to be here. They were the least favorites on Twitter on the COC Esports page poll in order to win this, but they are proving that they have the ability, and Jinmu has gone perfect so far in the tournament. Let's see if he can be the true MVP with this attack, Woody.
Jinmu 3-starred Nishong Dance before and backed it up again in another war. He is definitely the next level player to bring an off-meta pick and get the triple with it. Those dragons are looking deadly up at the top corner, and with those balloons to insulate from the single target Inferno, they are still quite healthy along the back end. Grand Warden ability holding strong, hold the line, pop it now, keep him safe from the Giga Bomb as you path into the core. A tornado trap gonna slow him down and cluster them up. Not necessarily what Jinmu was hoping for, but they might fan out again. Scatter shots on the side are gonna give them just the opportunity they need, Judo.
They fan out perfectly, and we might be seeing a glimpse of what Jinmu was thinking here. If dragons fan out to either side, he might be able to use the clone, but in comes the battle blimp. Maybe this is where we will see the clone. The dragons start to fall. He still has a rage and 3 freeze spells, but he's running out of troops, Woody.
Oh no, he didn't clone the Electro Dragon. He got pushed out by the Air Sweeper. I'm not sure if that's what he intended, but that's still a lot of balloons to get the damage in. It's the attack of the clones. The clone war has begun, but Jinmu still has big targets to handle. Eagle Artillery right in the core of the base. The last remaining defense standing there like a Death Star, firing down with massive force. A single target Inferno is frozen, and the last offensive tool in his kit is the Archer Queen ability. He pops it and can only cross his fingers and pray.
He has been so unlucky here as well, Woody. He froze to try and protect the Grand Warden to take out the Eagle, just missed that. He then froze the single to help the Electro Dragon chain through, but the storage went down, so it had to retarget, and he still gets the 94%, incredibly close. Almost that 3-star, but it means that HT Family finally slip up and give Nishong Dance the opportunity.
Wow, 98% all. Both clans at the top of their games, but just crashing short of the 3-star expectation. HT Family have got a strong claim to victory here, but have finally shown a bit of weakness as Nishong Dance are making their defensive chops known to the world. They have held on against so many tough foes, knocking apart 11 Original and Nova Esports. It's now these 2 up-and-comers. One of them will take it all home. Tian, show us what you got, man.
98% total destruction. Just incredible. Tian wants to increase that even further and give Nishong Dance the advantage with the lightning spells in the center. Gets off to a very good start, does take out the clan castle and the buildings around it, cutting off an area of the base. Now he wants to extend the dead zone by sending in his heroes to the town hall. Once this goes down, he can then send the dragons with a nice clear path. But with the royal champion by herself, wait a second, he's just sending in the battle blimp for the town hall, and then he can use his king and queen to set the funnel.
Tian is the highest hit rate, the highest percentage damage attacker for Nishong Dance. If they are gonna pull it back ahead, now's the time to do it. They need a triple on board to match HT Family's star count and to pull ahead just by a sliver on percentage. There is a lot riding on this attack here and now, and with the dragons fanning out, he might still have a shot. but it's not looking decisive just yet, Judo. Freeze spell goes down to shut off the Inferno and a Royal Champion and a scatter shot. Great timing there by Tian.
Very good timing. He needed to do that. Like you said, as the Dragons fanned out, he didn't have the damage per second to move through the single very quickly, so he had to use the freeze spell. Fortunately, because of the funnel we had set up with the lightning spells, the Dragons come back across. They are now swooping through the base. They finally split up, but he is looking good. He just needs to focus fire onto the single, and then he could get this. Dragons are taking a lot of damage though, Woody. I'm not sure which way this one's going to go.
They've lost their Grand Warden, and that's a big offensive boon Tian really needed when there's still so many point defenses up and running. Fire's holding on with just the skin of his teeth as Archer Towers start to engage these massive beasts from the sky. He doesn't have any other way of dishing out the damage except arrows and electricity, but that could barely be enough to hold on against these winged menaces. An Archer Queen ability still in tow. This battle is not done yet.
That is exactly what he is counting on and why it was so important for the Dragon to take down the cannon. He deployed an archer at 6 o'clock. Now that is to drive the Arch Queen onto the defenses. There is still an army camp over at 3 o'clock, so he could time fail, but he knows the defenses are the main priority, so that is why the archer came in at 6 o'clock. It is definitely paying off. Here comes the ability. A skeleton.
Oh, it's a trap!
Be the difference though, Woody.
Bodhi brothers spelling out doom for this hit, but can they keep them off that last army camp? It's gonna be a race to the finish, a marathon charge, making their way to the last building. Fire away, ladies, no time left. There it is, Tian has done it, holding his own for another triple.
Tian from Nichang Dance not making it an easy watch for us because this is just so tense. There was 1 star hanging in the balance and now we are all tied up. 0.7% difference for Nichang Dance, putting them a slither ahead of HT Family, and this we have is a war on our hands, Judo.
How can HT Family be behind at this point? 3 attacks done, 2 3-stars, 98% total destruction, and they trail. What else can they do? They need to spin it around, they need to get a 3-star and keep the pressure on Nichang Dance.
We saw a 13 star war yesterday between the Queen Walkers and 11 Original. We thought that was the best that August had to show for us, but boy were we wrong. The grand finals between HT Family and Nichang Dance continue as this dance of death is on point. The tempo is picking up as our players are back on the main stage. ICU from HT Family with a whole hog attack ready to burrow deep into these bases, hopping over walls, and 4 headhunters. That's a lot of damage to wreck that queen in the middle.
He obviously wants to use the Royal Champion to a different area of the base, send the headhunters in with the Hog Riders, in order to take down the heroes. The clan castle was successfully taken out, which gives the heroes a free path in towards the town hall, and with those 2 buildings down, it definitely is a lot better for the Hog Riders, Woody.
Barbarian King has a grim task to soak shots for these attackers out back. The Archer Queen has been safe through this early charge, but with single target Infernos staring her down, she's gonna have to crack through some walls if she wants to make it all the way to the nougat in the middle, take a big chomp out of it, and finish off that Eagle Artillery. Caught up in a tornado trap now, she still will pop off her ability and finish off that Inferno Tower. What a great job for ICU.
The vision that he has the perfect name, Woody, because he has taken out both of the Inferno Towers in that area. Tornado trap down so the Hog Riders don't have to deal with it. Taking out that side of the base was incredible. The early Grand Warden's ability, something we have seen commonly from HT Family in this qualifier, is used to get through the Queen, power the Hog Riders forward. They get to the scatter shot with another heal down, and the Royal Champion's ability, 3 stars, is incoming for HT Family.
ICU glimpses through the Eye of Thundera to gain sight beyond sight. Forestalls the defenses and with a mighty hog hammer swings his way through the base. A minute left still for cleanup, and he's got plenty of troops to do it. Headhunters have found their targets, and this honcho is going on. 8 stars already in the bank, and 3 more added to it, bring their total to 11 off the first 4 hits. That's going to increase their percentage destruction as well. But Nishang Dance are going to be a grim follow-up. They've got that hit hard coming in soon too. Judo, I can't believe what I'm watching.
What are we watching? Nishang Dance waiting in the wings. They know that if they get the 3-star, they put themselves back in the lead, and they have cruised through the qualifier at this point. I know that this will not be phasing them. Who wants the golden ticket most, Woody?
Oh man, they are both gripping their seats, staring dead in the eyes of the Grim Reaper and facing off against a furious foe. HT family with 11 on the board have thrown down the gauntlet. Nishang Dance are moving back into position as they start their steps. They're gonna do-si-do in against Jin Mu. They've brought the hybrid army with a minor heavy component, 17 of them, and 5 healers to back off an early Warden walk or Queen walk maybe. It's coming from this right side corner either way. A great funnel to start things off as another minion will tip away at that siege workshop and get an early setup here. Looks like we're going to be going clockwise this time, Judo.
Yes, he used the lightning spells to not only get a couple of defenses, but try and set the funnel. However, the Tesla that have popped over there might have scuppered GYY's plans, so he has used the Yeti and the balloon to try and take that out. Force the Queen in, has to use the ability early on. She is, the rage spell early on, sorry, to save the ability, but he does save the ability, and that could be crucial moving into the inside of the base, because he is looking for big value here, Woody.
How can one man split his attention on so many targets and stay right on point? GYY denying that attempt from Jinmu on defense to keep that funnel away, still rages up the Queen with perfect timing, keeping her topped off and supporting with additional archers out back. We are deep into this fight, but GYY has dodged many bullets so far, even having to pop his Archer Queen ability. He still could be on track for the triple, but time is a cruel mistress, and she will not wait for his antics. Sending in the main force, here they come from 5 o'clock.
He is still right on time with the Hog Riders and the Miners. He's still got enough to get this done. Remember, with the Miners, they activate the Town Hall, so you don't have to worry about the 51%. It goes down in a flash, keeps the Queen alive. They charge on forward, but do they have enough, Woody? There is still a lot of defenses. He had to commit a lot to the Queen, and everything is going to the outside of the base.
Not necessarily bad. That will prevent the defenses from Jinmu from concentrating on the attackers, and they won't have to worry too much about cleanup at the end, but he still has a lot left to handle in the middle, and the Archer Queen pathing away from the rest of the raid isn't necessarily the best. If she can go up to that topside scatter shot, though, that could be exactly what GYY needs. He's got a long way to go to get through this base, though. The walls are so terribly tough to beat down. Holding onto his last headhunter, she's deployed now to help handle that Queen, and the defenses are barely holding on. 30 seconds left in the raid, Judo.
30 seconds, the Archer Queen has stepped up and did exactly what she needed to do. Take down the scatter shot, but the Miners might have took too much damage already. They will help the single target Inferno be taken down by the Queen. They are struggling, trying to get through the final few defenses. 10 seconds left. I don't think it's going to be enough. Still an incredible percentage, but it will be HT family that are in the lead at this point. Amazing stuff. Still anybody's game, Banks.
We are literally looking at 0.3. Now just under 1% difference with the average destruction. But yes, HT family nudging ahead with that single star. This is the tightest final I have seen in such a long time, and exactly what we wanted to see, Woody.
I live for these moments, Banks, with a golden ticket on the line, just inches away from each squad. Only one attack remains for HT Family and Nishang Dance. They've been pushing, they've been shoving, they've cornered the market, and 6 other teams have been eliminated. But one more will have to face the music. K is the next attacker from HT Family. A triple here will ensure their victory. Can he pull it off, Judo?
He could do it with this attack, like you said, and that would be the 3rd team that has been knocked into the losers bracket, who then gets the golden ticket. Everything is on the line here. IzK takes out the inside of the base, did get one of the air sweepers at this point as well, charging forward with an ice golem, 2 ice golems to protect his heroes. Obviously wants to get deep into the base, sees the Archer Queen on the inside, and if he can take that out, Woody, this will be incredible to set up the Lava Loon attack.
An icy avalanche for IzK might lead to the total meltdown of GYY's base, not bringing the healers this time, instead choosing to freeze up the Archer Queen. First ice golem pops, and that's going to be an icy defeat for her. Still, this queen needs a bit more support and more time to be bought if she's going to handle this CC and the queen and the eagle, Judo.
Oh, she was stuck on the storage. Meanwhile, the Clan Castle troops were distracted. We still have the eagle. We needed her over there. She did take the enemy Archer Queen. She now takes the Lava Hound, and she will hopefully move to the Eagle Artillery. But IzK, with time ticking down, knows he needs to start. Has the battle blimp in towards the town hall. Sneaky goblins will help to get that. And here comes the Lava Loon, Woody.
The balloon parade from the top. This is every defender's worst nightmare. That Eagle Artillery is close to going down as the balloons pass directly on top of it. Drop the bomb, and that's gonna be all she wrote. IzK will pop the Eternal Tome to protect him as they pass through the left side. Even if he doesn't get the triple, a really high percentage too could be enough to secure victory for his team. He's doing his best to protect him, and every chance he's got at this victory. Inferno Tower heating up these loons, though. They drop it down, Judo.
They do, but he had 2 balloons for the Wizard Tower. However, the defense of GYY has the Tesla to counteract that. It did not go down, and that will be the defense for Nishang Dance, giving them the opportunity. Do they want the golden ticket more than HT Family? HT Family have done everything they can at this point, so it is all on Nishang Dance.
Give Nishang an inch and they'll take a mile. They've got a 50% hit rate so far in this war with 2 triples up on the board. It's an exact coin flip if we're looking at pure probability as to which team will move on. And as it always is for the best wars, it's going to come down to the very last attack.
Absolutely, and Nishang Dance are into the semi-finals of the community tournament, the Champions War League, and within that tournament, they also have a 50% hit rate. So it is literally a coin flip at this point. Who will get the golden ticket and be the 3rd seed for the World Championship Finals? We are going to be finding out in just a couple of minutes.
Wow, a 3-star would be enough since Nishang Dance does have a slim percentage destruction advantage over HT Family. If they're gonna get a 2-star though, it's gotta be at least in the 90s in order to be enough to keep them ahead on percentage. If we do see that, we'll have to calculate out exactly what it's gonna. Oh wait, no, they're behind by 3 stars, so they have to triple here.
They do. Everything on the line. Literally, the coin flip. Here we go. Unique with everything. He needs the triple more than anything else. 3 stars, they win. 2 stars, they go home and they have to come back to the qualifiers. Here we go, Woody.
Can you imagine making it this far? Facing off against the best in the world, literally world champions, to get to this final spot with so much riding on the line. Unique has got the pressure of months built into him. $1 million prize pool on the line. The chance to be a world finalist. but he's got to do one more performance here. When it all comes down to this, can he show up or will he be shut down by IzK's defenses?
Beautiful to get the hybrid in this quick, Woody. He used a freeze spell to try and help protect the queen through the single. Knows he does not want to use another freeze spell, so sends the hybrid in quick enough. He already has the funnel set up, so here they come. They move on up to the town hall. It does look promising, but does he have enough to finish off the base? The queen is stuck on the wall, Woody.
This man is pure control. Still holding on to his Grand Warden Eternal Tome. He'll pop it as soon as that town hall is in danger of going down. Siege barracks deployed on the left side, and that's the main force that Unique has got left. Only 2 headhunters to add on to help take care of those heroes. They'll be coming in from the corners. A royal champion standing tall, and an archer queen and king waiting in their throne room on the backside of the base. Can they keep the crown on their heads, or will we witness regicide?
The heal spell is perfect to protect the hogs and the miners. The scattershot is trying its best to defend, but it can't get through the heal spell. The queen does go down. That could be huge, but with the royal champion's ability still intact, the hogs and miners trying to get through. He has a shot, but it is falling down ever so quickly for Nishang Dance. Through goes the ability. Is it enough? I can't take it any longer, Woody.
A sliver of hit points on the Archer Queen is enough to tear down the Grand Warden. HT family is a royal family indeed. They've lost their top-end defenders, but there's not much time left. Unique has only got 20 seconds to close it out. Judo, I think he's done it.
Hog, the king, I think he could get it, Woody. 2 buildings left. The cannon goes down. Oh, the balloon moves across. Can you believe it?
Oh my God! Nishang Dance!
3rd golden ticket winners.
Yes, they are indeed. Nishang Dance with an incredible closing out of this 3rd qualifier for the Clash of Clans World Championships. This was incredible. They have got their hands on the 3rd golden ticket to the World Finals at the end of the year. What an absolutely outstanding display of composed Clash of Clans esports. Such a strong matchup to close out this weekend, and they will now be moving on to the World Finals with plenty of time to assess their opponents and practice for the upcoming finals. Woody, have you calmed down yet, or are you still in the clouds?
I am just a puddle of sweat about to evaporate into nothingness, Banks. This was the most exciting Clash of Clans war I have ever witnessed, and what an amazing show to Nishang Dance. Congratulations to our new world finalists for the month of August.
I mean, look at those stats up there, Judo. I mean, what can you say about that for a final?
We could not have asked for anything else. What an incredible performance by both teams. I know based on this tournament that we have not seen the end of HT family.
I mean, that golden ticket will create a lot of relief, but also remind our players that their journey is not over yet. The World Finals are fast approaching, and they will need to recalibrate and refocus for that. But for the time being, congratulations once again to Nishang Dance. So the stats don't lie. The team has persevered and come out victorious. So let's break down one of the more exciting attacks. Good luck picking one, Carbon. It's Carbon Finn at the Telestrator.
Thank you so much, Banks. And yes, what an incredible finish. They just kept us on the edge of our seat to the last second, and we have to break down that last attack that came in clutch for Nishang Dance. Getting the triple was this hybrid. Let's go ahead and take a look at exactly what went down from Unique here. And he's going to send in the queen right down here at 6 o'clock, about 5, 6 o'clock, to help charge her way into the Eagle, kind of towards this Eagle artillery, because he's got the super wall break that does this. He breaks into 2 different layers here. So his objective is to try to get this queen all the way through this bottom section, and let's look at what he can grab. He can grab the Eagle artillery, the scatter, the ground expo, so much down here with this queen. She can continue the charge, but the biggest threat that he realizes after this queen's going through is the clan castle is going to slow this queen up, distract this queen, but that single target Inferno. So what he decides to do is send the hybrid in to try to help distract that single to keep the queen alive. So beautiful use of these super wall breaks to get this queen into this section. And so at this point, he realizes that he must do something to start this hybrid. Otherwise, the single target Inferno will roast this queen. He does not have a chance. So that is exactly why he now starts the hybrid to charge his way straight into the base right down here. But let's take a look at the spells remaining. He uses all the rage spells for the queen. When you're doing a typical hybrid, all 3 of the rages are meant to be used on the queen. But if you don't have to use the rages on the queen, then you can use one of them with the hybrid. And now he's dropping the first heal right in this first section, and he's going to try to save it. Notice how he uses the heal here initially. Then what he wants to use is the Warden ability after the heal over the Town Hall, and then after that he can then send a 3rd heal. So the whole section in this top, this compartment here will be either heal spelled or Warden to protect the troops through here. And then notice that we still have the clan castle troops that are coming out to join up with the rest of the raid. Here comes the Hog Riders. They're going to move in the top section, and they're going to help assist with the final push through the rest of the space. That queen coming through, she can now reach the scatter shot, the bomb tower, incredible splash value that would be taking out this hybrid. She's gonna go down to the enemy queen, but it's the final troops here that help clutch up the bases and the final buildings. He has the balloon that he can then send in. He has a choice to either drop it up top or he can drop it down on the cannon, but he decides to send it towards the scatter shot. He realizes if this balloon gets in range of this scatter shot, he knows that it will not be able to hit the balloon anymore. So it's moving slowly, and the scatter shot goes down. World Champion just barely is able to help get through some of these final defenses. And there it is, with almost no time remaining. Eunuch comes in clutch for Nishan Dance to get the victory on percentage, and they had to have gotten this 3-star to get that golden ticket, and they will be joining Alternate Attacks and Vatang in the World Championship. Congratulations to Nishan Dance. Absolutely incredible war. Could not have asked for anything better. So with that, let's send it back to the guys in the studio.
Thank you so much for breaking that down at the attack there, Carbon. Oh my God, I was speak. That was absolutely amazing. There you have it. I mean, Nichang Dance are going to be joining Alternate Attacks and Vatang in the World Finals at the end of the year, and they're going to battle it out for a prize pool of $1 million. I mean, we're going to have an amazing graphic here right now for your MVP of the qualifier. Woody, take us through this MVP.
Gladly. You know him, you love him. His name is Tian. 97.2% average destruction and 11 stars off of his 4 hits. Nearly impossible to stop a man like Tian. He is the MVP for this World Championship qualifier.
Congratulations to Tian, and once again, congratulations to Nichang Dance for securing that golden ticket to the World Finals. Thank you so much for joining us today. What a weekend we have had, and some of the most intense wars and stylish victories. And it keeps getting better and better each month. So if you and your clan would like to compete, you have one more chance. Just sign up to ESL Play, or you can qualify via the in-game Clan War League. Thank you so much to Woody, Carbon, Bash, Judo, and Eric for all of your hard work, and the production team for their tireless efforts. You know where we'll be in 1 month, right back here, to see who's going to claim that 4th golden ticket. My name is Banks. See you in a month.